accurate that he is the person that killed XXXtentacion. If it's accurate, because we have been doing stories about people getting murdered. Not to bring up a case here in Houston, Jose Flores, two brothers was falsely accused of his murder. So I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and say that Dedrick Williams did do it, or he was. They say he was a getaway because he had a lot of charges on him. It seemed to be accurate. Just not because the legal system is not trustworthy. Y'all know, not only with minorities, period, just anything. I hope that this is the person who is seen to be accurate. Okay, and I know you said, well, you said the Ku Klux Klan did it. Well, no. Let me say the reason why I said the Ku Klux Klan did it because of that. That video. But I wouldn't put past that he had video with it. I'm talking about the one who's accused because y'all think that every white person is a devil. I know you're saying I don't believe that any of us could be devils because we're not perfect, and that's why we need Jesus. Okay, we're not perfect, and anybody can be evil. Okay, and you understand that it's people don't want to mention, and I go ahead and mention on my channel that the slave trade, it wasn't just white people just jumping in Africa, just junking and taking Africans out there. They had help with other blacks, okay, other Africans that owned slaves who didn't care about their lives on the ship. They black lives that matter to them other Africans. That's why I was saying, why you worry about Africa? I will go to Africa. I will learn about the pure African culture on my own terms. I would like to learn, but nobody pinpoint what I supposed to do in my life as a free man of color, okay? But they gave them other Africans that were kings and queens, gave our African ancestors to our white ancestors. That's what all the raping and the lynching and everything. They didn't care about all that. They cared about that money that was giving them back to them. Okay, so and it makes sense because not all Africans, as them were saying, but here in Houston, we have Nigerians who don't like us, the Igbo tribe in particular. Okay, and my question is, why are you here? We not going over there. Okay, and we will go there when we want to go there, but you didn't want our African ancestors there, and we have three homelands because we're not just black, we mix with white and Native American, so we got three lands to live on. You can't, just like Trump. Trump got one land in Europe. You got one land in Africa. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? You don't like us, you want to call us out just like the N word. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point and situation. So they had to get black folks help to do the white supremacy. Okay, that's my point. Just like in Emmett Till, them white folks didn't go look for Emmett Till by themselves. They had a coon brother told them white dudes, that white woman who falsely accused Emmett Till, where he lived, where he stayed, and that's how they killed Emmett Till. Well, Malcolm X, it was Nation Islam's claiming they love the black race. I don't want to cuss in here. Y'all don't want to say the A word, you know what? Because H.L. Hunt, the Ku Klux Klan, being there in Dallas, Texas, had JFK killed, gave them money. That's why they was intimidating us. You don't come and put your message on people by intimidating people and bullying them. So that's a tactic they used in slavery to make us go along with something that we didn't want to go along with. You know what I'm saying? Because your willpower, your human will, ain't gonna go with something that don't feel right or don't feel comfortable of. They intimidate people. No, you're supposed to be voluntary with your message. Okay? And that's what they did. They set up Michael X when he got killed. They set up Michael and the government, and J. Edward, who was still living at the time, they got together and killed Michael X in front of his kids and his wife. And they had a drive a black in them. Okay? So, and they go around saying white folks are devils, but yeah, they getting buku money from H.L. Hunt, the white man in Dallas who got John F. Kennedy killed. Well, Martin Luther King, it was an Ohio brother. He was not Catholic. He was a Protestant minister. Michaud told the racist FBI whether Martin Luther King was at that hotel that got him killed. So my point is, I don't put nothing past this brother. If I do believe, and I'm not trying because I'm not God, I do believe that Dedrick Williams killed X, but I believe that it's a clan affiliated with that. And we go with this situation. Go back to the movie Roots, and I always tell people that that's why some of us brothers, no matter how light or dark or what we mix with, whatever, in our family tree, whatever, we can't trust each other. That's why we have called black DNA versus black DNA crime. We're not pure black crime, like in this situation here, okay? Because when Kunta Kinte came out of Africa. Not only got there were white supremacists who were slave owners to him, but who Hitler, he always tried to harass him. And what happened when Kunta Kinte took them chains off? Who came there and beat him first? It was another brother. So you see my point? That's why I don't say all white people. We mix with white. So are we devils too? No, how dark or light we are and King Curly Hair, whatever our phenotype is. Because we can't deny that it's the truth. The truth sets you free. Anybody can be a devil. Let me say this again. Anybody can be a devil, no matter what color they are. We would not have black DNA versus black DNA crime if that was not true. You would not have coons and jamamas and fiddlers, and you wouldn't have no Diamond and Silk. I put their name on blast for what they did with Trump. You wouldn't have that mess because your argument is irrelevant. Regardless they brainwash it or not, they will not exist. We always have folks within our communities. What I said about Latinos, what's going on with Trump thing, with the immigration thing. Okay, it was Latinos for Trump that got that man in office. Okay, why now? Look what karma did. Okay, doing that make all the riots and hate on the native and black part of their ancestors, trying to be like a white Spaniard who invaded Latin America and trying to put white on a census when they know their DNA ain't 100% white and majority don't look white. Okay, they don't look all that European. They look exotic and ethnic, if you know what I mean. You see my point? Sometimes people within our community do the most damage to help to hurt us. In this situation, I'm sorry. I do believe that Dedrick has some affiliation with KKK. I'm sorry. I'm not making this excuse. This is my opinion. Let me explain why. Y'all don't understand why they have drugs and ghetto look terrible. You have to hire up that vote against the areas. Besides the people in the community, stop voting just presidential votes. Vote within your community. Vote in your city to keep them people out of power, whether it be Democrat or Republican, who don't want you to have the funds to keep your community safe, to put jobs in the community. So what they do is they sit here, they know that they can destroy their community, the African American community, Hispanic community, by coming in, pretend to be our friend, talking about the white race people, pretend to be our friend. They hidden as Klan folks or Nazi, whatever party. Even y'all give them the N-word pass, and they, because my question, if you're not racist, why you want to say the N-word period? You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be in your character. But they want to debate and say, like, just what happened to Kendrick Lamar. And I'm glad that white woman came in. And it was in the South. It went up north. It was in the South. Okay? It wasn't here in Texas. It was up there in Alabama and Mississippi. And she forgot every lyric of Mad said, but she showed the word nigga. Okay? And she said nigga like she was saying nigger. So it's the same different spell, the same word. That's called like it is. Point is, they will come in the community, pretend to be our friend. Then they know there's job loss that they vote against, and economic departure and economic default in these hoods and borders. They the 1-9-10 voting against that to keep that in the, because they don't want you to thrive in America. So they'll come in and bring, like in a Bush and Reagan situation, come in the community, get they have Free Ricky Ross, give you drugs and say this way. As long as you contribute to genocide, that's why the hip hop game in thug culture, long as you contribute to genocide in the ethnic community, African American spirit, whatever, you're gonna get paid. And something goes down, you're gonna be snitched on and screwed, and they're not gonna get in trouble. And that's how they do it. A lot of folks know white racist prison gangs do not care about race or color. When it comes to drug money, it's about genocide. It's about the black and brown race in California. They stupid down there in California, fighting each other, calling each other the N-word and W word, knowing that white supremacists are trying to kill both communities. That's why they gentrify them areas. You know what I'm saying? So the black and brown, like African people in some experience, I swear, minorities sometimes get on my damn nerves. So they worry about the money. The money, the love of all money is love of all money. The love of money is rule all evil. Not the money, the love of it. Cause you do anything, you say your mama out, you do anything, say your kid out. You had folks selling the back of the crack days, pimping their kids out to the drug dealer, pimping their kids. Talking about some people having white folks doing it. You had folks in the hood doing that mess. You having folks get AIDS of these kids. These adults now got HIV and AIDS because their mama and dad was a crackhead and they was sleeping with grown people within the community for some drugs. You had folks sleep with dogs to get some crack. So I heard all type of stories. I'm airing dirty laundry. And they understand that crack situation was used to destroy the community. It's both the white racist people problem and our people problem who got involved. It's both people, both parties are guilty. Okay, so they go to the Klan and other white racist gangs go to the bar, the border, which is they were talking about to put a wall, how to put a wall, and you can't get the drugs involved. Okay, but one is and get the drugs from there. Then take it to the community and sell dope. They don't care about what color you are. And then them brothers be they niggas. There's no one that had a problem calling you niggas because you selling dope for them, being slaves to them. They your white masters. You know what I'm saying? And you mess they money up. Your ass get treated like a slave. Then you go to the next brother and treat them like a slave, like you the white master. So it go that, yes it does. It go that way. So I don't put no past this. I do believe that this man is guilty. And God help me along if I'm not right on this, because I'm only human. But I wouldn't be shocked that this dude had getting his drug money, whatever, from a Ku Klux Klan white man somewhere in Florida who got political power, who either a judge, who either a police department. Y'all know because the Klan came out 4 years ago. Y'all was shocked. They kept their business hidden after the civil rights movement, y'all. Y'all still thought, oh, they not in the prison. I was telling a thug brother, dark-skinned thug brother who about my age, who been a penitentiary selling dope. And I was telling him last year, when somebody got arrested, they had a SWAT team and everything. Last 2 years ago in the fall season. I don't know who it was, whatever, HPD. And the white cops looked at me. I guess they see my videos, whatever. They gave me the, like, let me leave him alone. Yeah, because I know my rights, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Even though they can still do it, but I always prayed up. I'm not perfect. I pray against what they going to do to me too, okay? And God's stronger than any man on earth. And anyway, point is, so I was telling the brother, I said, yeah, I snitched on some cops before. Yes, I have. I look at people as human. I don't look at people as God. These people just have the badge in God. You do me wrong, I will try to go higher up to get you in trouble, okay? No matter what your color is. And he said, man, you better be careful. And I said, also know you got Klan cops. Some of these cops could be Klan. I'm not saying they are, but it could be. Man, they ain't nobody. This is a dude who been in a penitentiary, been a slave in the private prison complex, been a penitentiary selling dope. Man, they ain't nobody. They no cousin, no Ku Klux Klan. I say, you sure is an ignorant fool. The FBI revealed that. You think I'm making this up and y'all shocked? This when our grandparents and our great-grandparents was living in Jim Crow. You couldn't snitch on a white man putting a cross because that white man was friends with the sheriff in the town, and they both would sometimes go to a Klan rally together. So you get my point. And sometimes it was the sheriff himself in a mask putting a burning cross in your front lawn. So you get my point. It's like the movie The Chainsaw Massacre. Remember Chainsaw Massacre? They couldn't. The person that was a woman that was trying to fight everybody in the they couldn't snitch on the Chainsaw Massacre because the Chainsaw Massacre was related to the sheriff and everybody in that town. They was on, you know what I'm saying, the people who are up. That's how it is in America. You know what I'm saying? When I look at Chainsaw Massacre, it reminds me of the United States. It does. That's why we have white privilege, okay, in this country. When it comes to white people, white folks, never forget. I know I did a video about this in 2015. Remember I said doing, was it late April? Okay, about a white dude. I come from the clinic, not too far from downtown, and I rode the train and right there Main Street store a dirty looking. He like Kurt Cobain, but dirty, ratchet looking, thug out, like homeless white dude, ratchet. Trailer, ghetto looking, and like he was from the homeless person, and he got an argument with his light skinned brother, real high yellow brother, and then this Hispanic cop, and they showed it a that white man without a badge. He said, "Fuck y'all, suck my dick, this and that. I got family in the hood, law enforcement. You some you bitch, this and that." This white dude cussed on HPD officers. Yeah, these minority, these men of color. Let Pookie, Ray Ray, Devontae, Jose, Joaquin do that mess, and you will see them butt dancing, cotton picking, strawberry picking, because they had the manga was picking strawberry, cotton picking, coon, poacher coons will sit here and beat that brother or Latino brother up. Let's be real with that. Then the white dudes in the Bahoo police apartment came in bicycles and smiled while this white dude who have no power on it socially, but not because he homeless, because he wouldn't be homeless looking all ratchet looking and get a whole clown looking dirty, looking like Coco Bane, looking all any kind of way. This dude said on the train right there in downtown Houston, fuck you, this and that. So my question is, let it be Pookie, Ray Ray, let it be Jose, Devontae, let it be Shaquisha and Maria Guadalupe, let it be none of them people. You know damn well of them people of color be whooped, beaten, knocked side of head. Hell, last year, the chief police who Latino, Chief Azevedo, was spit on by a white woman in the Heights last Christmas time last year. And it was her first time. It became a felony when she spit. She spit on another police officer before, and they considered a misdemeanor. A white woman. Okay? So y'all get my point. The reason I bring this up, they have social power in this country. So my point is, you had just like the Chainsaw Massacre. You snitch on, and I don't want to snitch on a white thug cussing me out in Metro Police Department told me back in 2013. It was because I was going to media tag and I had to go turn some paperwork in. When I met the rappers like Lil Young, they were okay, the Latino, okay, media tag. When I was going to media tag Southwest Side, when I was working for a janitorial time, and I went and it was New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve 2012. And I had to go to Southwest Side. The number 19 bus used to be right there on Willcrest before it was 161. And anyway, so I rode the bus, and I'm talking to my homegirl I went to school with. And we on the phone talking, and this white dude who's drunk, so what it is, after 6 or 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve, you get free rides because they trying to avoid the drunk driving and, all us people going to parties. But this white dude was already drunk before 12 o'clock midnight to be New Year's Day on 13. And he started, I remember I don't have no pistol time. I had a mace. Yeah, I know it sounds a little girly, but it's more legally safe because I ain't trying to go to jail in Texas, okay, carrying a pistol and got no license to carry, okay? I ain't trying to be in a slave on the plantation. The prison, anyway, so I had some mace just in case. So when he tried to come in, I sprayed that mace. So, I was going to, besides use mace, I was going to use my hands on him too. I ain't trying to tell all my secrets. You can use mace and hands at the same time. And so he said, and so this white dude, the white driver, was a white driver on the bus too. And when he jumped in my conversation talking about the drunk white dude, the white thug, came in my business, and I had to cuss the dude out. The dude tried to fight me, and I pulled my man, you better spray me. I wish you would spray me like a bitch. I want to see your nuts. Ew. You can tell he was bisexual down or whatever. I said, I ain't being all that else. I mean, like homoerotic stuff with me. Talking about you a bitch and this and that, trying to sound like yo got it. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not here. I ain't going to tell you what I'm going to do without the mace, because after I'm going to do some things. Then I'll attack your ass down. I ain't trying to tell my secret. My point is, I can put them hands on them. I ain't going to spray no mace. That's what you think. But I don't tell all my secrets. Let me stop. That's talking too much right now. Anyway, so... And when I got out the bus at Bissonnette and Willcrest, that's when he was saying all that shit. So when I tried to call the police and let them know about this, and it was a couple of days, the white man who worked for Metro Police told me they couldn't do this. But I said, it's on camera. Y'all got buses on camera. I can identify the white male. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to let it go. See, but let it be Pookie, Ray Ray. Let me be pure white, 100%. Let it be Pookie, Ray Ray, Jose, Devontae, Joaquin, Juanito, okay, attacking me, and I'm white, 100%. Let's say I was. I ain't no pure white man. Of course, I got color. Don't get wrong. I'm going to say hypothetically speak. Let me say that, guess what? Guess what happened? Guess them Pookie, Ray Ray, whatever, getting drunk, acting a fool, Devontae, Jose, whatever, Joaquin, Juanito was getting in trouble right there. The police right there, they'll find, actually, a couple of days, they'll find who it is. See what I'm saying? That's how they do it. Just this is not a full minority, say, well. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is that I do believe, I know I'm going all over the place with this story. I believe this dude had something to do with some drug dealing white person who got filled with Klan white supremacy because of that video. Okay, I cannot overlook that. I cannot overlook that because anybody, you understand? Yeah, Tupac and Biggie, somehow we know who 19 got involved in that situation. It just have not been affiliated, been official to do the investigation. We know about who was involved in that murder. I'm not gonna go in detail that. But, and we know it's a higher up letting them get by because white supremacy, what's his name? Jimmy Iovine, who might got some black DNA in their Italian background his, and Jerry Heller, who's a Jew. They went with white racist people who are Anglo, who don't like Catholics or Jews, so they can get their white privilege card not revoked, went against their own faiths. Sit here exploring accuracy and people for a paycheck called Private Piss Complex and marketing gangster rap music. So you gonna kill two people and any person of color, like in this case, will get by. Unlike this is a SoundCloud rapper. I don't think that XXXtentacion was signed to any labels, or probably it was independent. It wasn't a mainstream label, which is they contribute to Private Prison Complex. That's why they market death culture in hip-hop music. They don't market positivity. That's when I was coming up in the 80s and 90s. Anything positive, I mean, Chance the Rapper proved it, because Chance the Rapper preaches positivity in his music. Shout out to Chance the Rapper. But I'm glad when he won the Grammy last year, I was so thankful. I came out of training for the Super Bowl, and I was so happy. I was so happy when I went to French's Chicken down there. I was so happy. Yes, I was. I was so happy to see Chance the Rapper get his Grammy. So anyway, not telling my business here, but the truth of the matter is, he beat the system. Thank God a brother did that without no record labels affiliated. Okay, but the major record labels, the three slave masters from Universal, Sony, and what's the other, Warner Brothers. That's why Prince had a slave name word on his face, fighting that case with them back in the 90s, and the artist known as Prince S. So they want to use his name to market their music. Okay, hit the trademark of his name. You gotta understand, they market their culture in the hip-hop game. And they want minorities, not just African people, Hispanics. Come on, listen, anybody Latino, Chicano, Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever, doing hip-hop, that's what they reggaeton, they trying to do that, their culture in there too. You know what I'm saying? That's why, even in Mexican music, corridos were songs about stories, and even the Afro-Mexican slaves back in the day used corridos to talk about their slaves. It's something like in gospel music here in the United States, okay? It wasn't using religion, but it was talking about they time and slaves. A lot of folks not know that. So the corridos were not narco. Narco means narcotics. But, and it's funny, I ain't never heard narcotitos until I went to El Paso, and one of my Latino folks in the Job Corps was playing Chalino Sanchez. Y'all know who Chalino Sanchez is? And Chalino Sanchez is dead, and his son is dead. And he used to brag about his daddy being the drug cartel person, and he ended up getting killed. Okay, y'all know about, look up narcotics, like the gangster rap to corrido music. Okay, so that's why I want to educate anybody Latino. Y'all know what I'm talking about here, okay? And now they trying to promote in the music industry, because it was a subculture, okay? Now they trying to promote narcotics on a mainstream level, because even here in Houston, you go to any flea market, and I have Latino friends who have parents. They don't like to hear narcotics because I'm about chopping someone's head off and all that stuff. Back in the day, you didn't hear you heard Tejano music. And Tejano music in Houston, you ain't gonna hear about no chopping. Even though I ain't speak Spanish at the time, you're not gonna hear no Tejano song talking about chopping someone's head off, or no tango song, or salsa, or merengue. It's about family oriented. It's more about getting along by love, betrayal. You know what I'm saying? It's clean. It's not about all that ratchet shit. But they want, now the mainstream music industry is now to push narcotics on the main. That's why Trump was talking about Latinos being thugs and rapists and the stereotype, okay? A lot of folks don't understand that. Once again, the music industry wants to promote death culture among minorities to start a stereotypical to justify racism, dehumanize minorities, people of color. That's why you see the situation with the children put in cages and kennels and separated from their family in this immigration policy with their traumas pushing. Anybody of color, they want to promote death culture and exploitation. Okay, so that's why. So it was all fun and dandy for XXXtentacion and Drake going back at each other and other rappers. But one XXXtentacion has started to put that white child on that doggone lynch, that rope on that noose. That's the whole reason why. That's the whole reason why. That's the whole reason why that he was targeted. And I do believe, how you doing, bro? I'm not going to talk right now. Let me finish my conversation. And Cabadisa, I don't know what that is. Whoever's speaking in that language, I speak Spanish besides English, so I don't know what you're talking about. Point is, I'm not going to, let me finish. I believe this brother here who's accused of murdering this dude has some clan affiliated. And y'all stop thinking that all white people are devils. You have devils in our own community. And it's proven through slavery, through Jim Crow, to our leaders. That's right, rest in peace, X. To our main brothers, Malcolm X and Martin King had help from coons to get killed. Okay? It was brothers that killed Malcolm X with 58 with the Nation of Islam who was getting paid by a Klansman and the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, and you had a light-skinned brother named Michaud that told the FBI that was corrupt about Martin King where he was at. Yes, look it up, Michaud. He was a preacher, a fake preacher. And he liked Martin King's message, and he the one to, yes, coons. Shoots. Coons within our community. Y'all gotta stop thinking that every black person with one drop, black blood, dark, light, or whatever, hair can curse as your brother and sister, your friend. When I was a child getting picked on, besides by going to a predominant white school, that they became predominant Hispanic. Now it's called the N-word by rednecks and porchos. I was called treated like dehumanized with my own color community because we had different colors of folks like white folks do like Wesley Snipes in our community where I'm from in the east side of Harris County. And that's something told me don't ever judge a person judge by the content of their character. I had folks, that's why I'm not family, onto my own family. My own two parents did me wrong. What that tells you, devils come in grandma, thank you. Devils come in all forms, size, and colors. Stop thinking base is only white folks, but I do believe, in my opinion, this is my opinion, as an American, my first remember right, that brother who got X killed has something to do with a Klan. And y'all know that they had brothers and sisters paying. Remember, besides the white indigenous service, because remember, I'm related to Nathaniel Bacon. On my fourth grandmama side, my first grandma was a white woman married to a Creole brother that was passed away after slavery. My third grandfather came out their marriage, okay? And she was an only child, and she got married to a white man. I saw with Insta.com later on my third grandfather's white sister, okay? She died in San Antonio, something like that. Or she lived in because I found out that my fourth grandmother died in San Antonio, and she got married to a white man, okay? And I cannot find the records of my third grandfather's dad, who was the one who passed for white after slavery. They must have did something to him, mixing with some white woman after slavery in Texas. Anyway, so on that side of the family, remember y'all who come on my channel, the Bud family is related to the Bacon family due to Sarah Bacon. That's my 9th or 10th grandmother. And Sarah Bacon Bud, her husband Samuel Bud, Captain Evan Bacon, who's from England, in Virginia, in New Kent, Virginia. That is my 10th grandfather who's white. He related to Nathaniel Bacon. Let me remind you about Nathaniel Bacon. Nathaniel Bacon was a white man from England. He had the black slaves and the white service who was together fighting against the white elite that owned slaves. They burned the Virginia capital. They were worse than Charlottesville in Virginia. That's my long distance cousin down the family tree, okay? And remember, the white elite saw to separate the black and mixed slaves, and the white deserters was caused to give them white privilege. Even though they didn't give them money, they made the poor white people who were doing service turn against the slaves after Baker Bay and gave them slave patrol jobs. That's why the cops acting like slave patrol today. Okay, slave catchers. But there was not only that the white folks doing. You had brothers and sisters, dark and light, in the house, in the field, who helped those slave masters to catch another slave. Harriet Tubman had to carry a pistol, had to go gangster, and by the set it off like Queen Latifah and Jada Pickett and Kimmy Elise and what's the other and Vivica A. Fox and set it off. If you do go back to the slave plantation, because you're gonna go back and tell where you was leaving the plantation. You know what I'm saying? To tell your slave master that, and they all be killed. Look what happened in Turner. It was a coon brother that went and told that. So I do believe, and in the drug game, it was white brothers. Let me tell you something. Talk to Ricky Ross. I love to have an interview with Ricky Ross. Not Rick Ross. I say Freeway Ricky. Okay? Freeway. Because he probably would break it down. The CIA, they went in the hood and told these brothers, we make some money, and then you make money causing genocide, selling dope, and killing and murder to your own people. That's why they talk about. That's why the rappers get more respect who talk about that stuff than the people who don't talk about that type of stuff in the record industry. That's what I'm trying. And I'm not trying to bring Chicano rapper Canelo up, but when he said about he don't want no black, okay, dude, that's California BS. But in Texas, more people will show respect to a Latino rapper than me singing in Spanish. You know, I am mixed Spanish Creole down the family tree because the third grandfather married to my black Spanish Creole grandmother. My third grandmother, they changed the rise, but her dad was a Real Spanish. Okay, he's from his parents from Louisiana, but he was born in Texas 1840 or 1847, excuse me. So I did be doing my research on my ancestry. So I'm part Latino, the Spanish part of Louisiana, besides the French. Point is, by me speaking, they want me a coon, buffoon, call myself a nigga, look like Stephen Fletcher. Remember, and Stephen Fletcher was a high-paying actor doing Jim Crow of African American heritage, and Hattie McDaniel, who played Mammy, got a cab for the first to play Mammy. So my point is, did it get all of them? No, they didn't get all of them. They only got one right now. That's all I know. But I do believe this brother who destruction in our community, let's get my point, destruction in our community, killed another brother. I don't put nothing past. And this is the problem. When every time we talk about police brutality, why do you think white supremacists bring up black and black crime? Because 9 out of 10 they are orchestrating it with the involved. Especially if you have Bush Reagan, they'll bring the crack cocaine up there. And I know I blame the brothers and sisters got involved in it too, in the Latino brothers, because they destroy their own people to get some white racist money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I believe in. But this death is waking us up to stop causing death culture in the industry, in hip-hop music. And I'm getting tired of people. Yeah, I agree that people say he's not dead. Why is everybody saying that? It's like the Elvis situation. It's like the Tupac situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that they say, no, Maxine, you good. Sister, you good. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm talking about people I've been seeing coming. He not dead. The proof is in the pudding. He is sadly passed away. And let's me talk about this, about the woman who that's Geneva Ayala is like, because Levity pronounced it wrong. Ayala, it's Ayala, y'all. Okay, I hung around Hispanic. I got Spanish down the family tree. Hang around Latino folks. It's like one of the singers I listen to, Ramon Ayala. Okay, I don't know if she Puerto Rican, Dominican, probably part Mexican, whatever she is. His ex-girlfriend. I don't condone the beating up her up, okay, from him, and he did make peace with her. So everybody stopped bringing the past that, because if he was a violent man like Ike Turner, you know what I'm saying, then I understand your criticism, but he did make peace on social media with Geneva Ayala, okay? So y'all who's beating him up like I think Joe Biden, one of these other brothers that Max 10, 100, whatever, not Max 10, Max 100, whatever the name is, they bashing XXXtentacion because of that situation. If he made amends and asked for forgiveness and forgave her, then let it go. Y'all not God the judge, okay? And they say Max 100 boop girls, beat women up too, so he can't say nothing either. Now, but I don't condone the fact of y'all beating her up at the memorial. But my question is to Geneva. Why, if you know so much tension going on, why be stupid to go all the way from Florida to LA to get the memorial, put it on social media? I might know the suspect. Who is the suspect? Let me know. Don't please know other rumors. Please, if it's Drake and them two brothers, them two Haitian brothers, please do not mention that if you're gonna bring it up. Cause I don't, y'all, I get tired of hearing he say, she say, unless you got facts. And I know y'all said, well, you see the plan. No, cause I'm looking at it. Remember, we live in America with 3 Ks in it. And you tag, like one of the sisters that subscribed to my channel, you mention anything about white supremacy. No, Soulja Boy did not do it. Y'all, that's Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, you talking about Soulja Boy from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? You think he did something, or the Soulja dude that's Soulja Kid, whatever his name, the one from Miami? Which Soulja? Which one you talking about? Because there's two different Soulja. The one who been accused with him and his brother, them two Haitians, or you talking about Soulja Boy who? Soulja Boy that said Superman the song back in 2007. Which one you talking about? The one that was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. They're going T.I. No, that was Brandonsburg on T.I. Marie. Was T.I. Marie going with him too? It's been wild with Hazy E and all them. Which one y'all talking about? Because I don't think that if you talking about no. Well, okay. Which Soulja Boy, Miss Maxine? What Soulja Boy are you talking about? Are you talking about the Soulja Kid, the one that's been accused? Him, they both Haitian, the dark-skinned Haitian brothers. Or are you talking about the other brother we know for years that sings a Pretty Boy Swag and a Superman, Soulja Boy Tell It? You know what I'm saying? Which one you talking about? One that Ice-T got into it, and little Yubby, whatever his name is, the dark skin brother with the red braids, the crisscross braids. Okay, Maxine is a woman. Soulja Kid. Soulja Kid had nothing to do with that. No, but Soulja Kid and the other brother came on and told them they had nothing to do with that. And you can tell by their sincere apology and sincere testimony. I'm not God, but I'm looking at the body language. You can tell they was not lying. They've been falsely accused. And anybody can wear a red mask and pretend to be somebody because you don't know who this person's face. If someone don't wear a red mask, I can go pop a red mask and claim that I'm the one who did it. Would you believe that? No. Come on now. Shoes, you can't. That's the sky. The Klan. That's how the Klan. That's how the Klan. Remember, they had positions in power. They hide their face doing their crime. So you couldn't know who it was, who came and burned your house down or put a cross in your yard or try to kill you. Come on now, that's their technique was to hide their face. The killer got arrested. The driver, the Delta guy is a driver person who did the getaway car. That's what they saying. But I don't think, like I said, I think he did do it. But I think that he was playing. It was premeditated. It was organized, and I think it was organized by somebody that looked like him and me. If you know what I mean. They got drop up. We got drop off the person. Hold on, sorry, y'all. Okay, my phone dropped. The drop of the. No, it's okay. Because social media talks, but I like to go with facts. Because I know people talk, and like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if the Klan did or not. It's just I'm looking at the video. I'm looking at the video of them when he got threatened, and when XXXtentacion said fuck the KKK. Remember? Because he wasn't scared. He wasn't scared of the other threats. He wasn't scared. Our parents and grandparents put that fear in us to be scared at. But we need to stop being scared of white supremacy. So don't get wrong. Don't be naive. Think you big and bad and go by the hyper masculine, thug, savage stereotype. Because anybody can be anybody regardless of what color they are. What I'm saying is that we need to start having faith in this Trump America. Start having faith. Because I'm trying to go to Mexico to get the hell out of Trump America too. But while we're here, we need to stop being scared of white supremacy. We need to stop being scared. You know what I'm saying? Don't be intimidated no more. We out of slavery. We out of Jim Crow. Our mentality should be changed. I have to go. Good luck finding, and I wish the best luck. Bye. Okay, I'm not fine. I'm chilling at home. I ain't. I'm discussing this. I'm not out there in Florida trying to find who did it. I'm just getting my 2 cents in. Everybody on YouTube getting in social media get 2 cents. It's a freedom of speech, First Amendment right. I'm just saying that I believe, because everybody keep talking about Drake, Soulja Kid, them brothers got nothing to do with this. Okay? I believe somebody white racists who sell dope in the hood, who want to see genocide in our community. Must have come out. Yeah, it will come out. And people are praying. I've been praying too. I've been praying. Actually, I was saying this little light, and I ain't perfect. And I know I'm a sinner, but I was saying this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. When I heard he got arrested, I was. I went all to gospel music. Let it shine, let it shine. I was singing. Yes, I was singing at this because people think that because we as humans been taught with a limited mindset that nothing is impossible. When, and I'm not perfect, but faith without works is dead. That's what Saint James said in the Bible. In his second letter. That's why people say when you pray, why black folks be praying, this is what they saying because we're not pure black, but black folks be praying nothing be happening. No, but if you don't put faith without works is dead. The people who was praying, I mean, the reason why civil rights movement so effective because they put their faith with works. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But you have people who's taught with that Martin Luther, not Martin King, Martin Luther for the Reformation Day, because I'm not Protestant. I used to be one. Taught with faith, soda fede, and so faith only. When that James chapter 3, James chapter 2 debunks that. You see what I'm saying? So anything you believe in, you put works in. Okay. You believe in something, you go after it and put faith in works. You just don't believe it and it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Your mentality determines your life. If you believe you ain't gonna be nowhere, you're gonna be nowhere. You know, I'm changing my mentality too because I want to get somewhere in life my own self. You know what I'm saying? If you believe you are, you know what I'm saying? So how you doing? A newer sandwich? Yeah. How you doing? If you don't believe in something, you never get your life together. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of our people, you know, I'm reading that book, I'm reading the book Thinking Grow Rich, Black's Choice with Dennis Kimball and Napoleon Hill. And when I was reading, it said, I'm doing okay, sir. How you doing? I was reading, and it said the reason why the cost is not just the white supremacy in our community, in our country, it's also our people believing in this limited mindset they can always be that way. You see what I'm saying? So to get out of poverty, you have to change your mindset. You have this victim, and it is a victim mentality that many of us been taught to have. That's why other communities thrive, including other African American people from Africa and Jamaica. And we believe in America that we not, because our parents and grandparents put this limited mindset in our head that came out of slavery. And you believe that limited mindset, you're going to always be at where you're at. And I admit it, I bought into it because I was forced when I was trying to go against people's putting in my head. Do you know the second, bro? I don't know. No, I don't. Please. I didn't declare that I know the second person. I said I believe that these brothers involved had hired up people who are drug affiliated and clan affiliated about this, because they'll set a brother. No, for real, people in our community would turn against us. So some of these brothers and sisters ain't loyal. Rest in peace. There you go. Rest in peace, XXXtentacion. But these brothers and sisters ain't loyal. Y'all talking about white folks do? No, I knew that as a child getting picked on in my color community. If you know what I mean, because we had different shades and hair textures in our community I came from, and people in my own family turned against me. These brothers and sisters ain't loyal. When they talking about white folks or devils, they'll turn against you in a minute. The reason why in our community we can't get it, even when you come out the hood. Now you gotta worry about white supremacists next door to your nice house. You gotta worry about folks in the hood come trying to bring you down, who are African American, dark skin, light. That's for real. That's a real struggle. Shows. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we can't sit here. You always gotta watch your back wherever you go. You can't trust people. I hate when people say that he's not dead. They trying to do the Tupac and Elvis and Michael Jackson and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They trying to say Michael Jackson ain't dead. They trying to say Tupac not dead and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get tired and Elvis not dead. Elvis is dead. God, dog, Michael Jackson passed away too. It is what it is. That's how folks found out that he had that skin disease. You remember? The eye type showed that he wasn't trying to bleach his skin to look like his white ancestor. He was trying to blend, because as an artist, if you come out looking big, no offense to anybody that got vitiligo, If you come out in the public back in 1980, 1990, with vitiligo patches all your skin, you gonna end up get laughed at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got laughed at by the surgery and all other stuff, but he had to bleach the camera skin because he was camera skin like myself. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a dog, chocolate, Wesley Snipes looking on Michael Jackson. You look at the picture when he was growing up as a child and out the wall. Okay, that's camera complexion. He had the darker parts of his skin tone that's not dark chocolate, but it's camera that's not pale. He had to blend it in. That's why he was wearing makeup, putting tape on his hands because on his fingers. Remember, us growing as a child, we had to we would pretend to be Michael Jackson. You know, we had the red jacket and the glitter glove. Remember, folks put tape on your fingers. Yeah, I remember they put tape on your fingers trying to emulate Michael back in the 80s. Okay, when he came out with Bad, you know what I'm saying? It was covered the darker parts of his skin tone, and that's why he had the blend. That's why he was wearing makeup, because it would look, you know, if you saw his actual skin tone without the makeup, you would see it. So when he died, that's how the autopsy showed that he had vitiligo. He wasn't lying. And then his grandfather, Joe Jackson, dad, is a picture of Joe Jackson, daddy, Crazy Joe. And y'all, even though Crazy Joe messed his brother's life up, his own daddy. Once again, devil come in all colors. His grandfather, his dad's side, had vitiligo as a shirt with Joe Jackson's dad. Yeah. All right, man. Getting a wisdom tooth. Okay. Just not want. Okay, it's cool. I mean, thank you, Eric, for joining in. But no, the other two are not rested. But my point is that right there, that the pictures show that it wasn't a family. The parents backed it up. And sometimes family members lie, but they weren't lying about Michael Jackson's disease. He did have disease. That's how they know he was dead. So how can they say he not dead? Because all this conspiracy, you know what I'm saying? So this is the same thing. I ain't heard about Whitney Houston. They ain't say about that. They know she passed away. You from Germany? How you doing, my German brother? You know what I'm saying? But for real, so they say Elvis not dead. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of hearing those conspiracy theories. There are folks who fake their death. But I see you're a big fan of X. Thanks for joining in. Y'all, thank you for joining in this thing, okay? But I'm not trying to get notoriety about this man's murder. It's just that I have a different opinion and different approach on it because of historical. No one in my school did I know. Well, because you're from Germany and you probably go on the internet and listen to American music. That's what happens. Yeah. Just for example, I know artists from outside the United States that a lot of people don't know, unless they listen to Spanish music, like Martha Sanchez. I know you're in Germany, but have you ever heard a Spanish singer named Martha Sanchez? She shot the Madonna of Spain, and I knew about her back in '95. And she shot, when I was on MySpace, she shouted me out, said thanks for the ad. Fans from England, okay. Yeah, that's what I love about the internet. You can reach out to people all over. That you can become famous in 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? And thanks for y'all joining in my live stream. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to England. Shout out to Africa. Shout out to United States, Mexico, the Republic, whatever you are, China, Japan, South Africa, Nigeria, wherever you're from. You know, shout out to everybody out here. Thanks for joining in. But what we're gonna do, and I ain't perfect. We need to pray for protection. I know that because I don't think these gangsters think they God of any color, even the Klan. These gangsters think they God. They can take someone's life. The only one who organized to take someone's life is God Almighty. On time. Thank you for coming. Oh, you Turkish? Okay. Thanks for joining in, my Turkish brother. We all brothers and sisters in God's eyes. But we need to, you know what I'm saying? They think they're God. And one thing, there's only one OG that you cannot get rid of, that's God. You take one life, that can be taken by the man above too. Okay? Not to say eye for eye would ever wish death on nobody, because I ain't perfect, but I know Jesus said in Luke 6, you don't wish, bad luck, whatever, in his name, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've done that without his name involved, but I know people here in the South who probably Bible people, they use that. Later, no one would talk about, but later, no one would talk about X. I ain't talking bad about X, because, I mean, I cry. Y'all saw my video of me crying about this man's murder. I did, cause I mean the dude was born when I was graduating high school, cause I'm almost 40. The dude was born. I feel like that could be my son. That could be my son. You know what I'm saying? No offense to the daddy or the mama. You know, I'm a man, of course, the dad. But if I was in high school and I had a child, because I had folks that graduated who had children at their age, that could be my son. I wasn't a big fan musically because that's not my generation. Okay, let me explain why to a newer sandwich from Germany. We understand the young music artists. We can hear about the Isaiah Banks, the Koch 69, Kodak Black, XXXtentacion, Lil Pump. People my generation who 30 something and 40 or late 20s know about them due to social media. Ugly God. I don't know why somebody call themselves ugly God. But I just, you know what I'm saying? Those people, we want to know about this because of the stuff we hear from the news media, the blogs, the news media. We heard about XXXtentacion. How I heard about XXXtentacion when he got jumped in San Diego. When he came out there barefooted and got jumped in San Diego over the Drake situation. That's how I know about XXXtentacion. Okay, especially from Lovey T. Okay, Lovey T. Me and her don't get along, but I love her commentary. I go ahead and admit that, you know, I'm not a big fan of been speaking spiritually here, but I don't like to be friends with enemies. But you know, I love enemies. But I had no beef with Lovey T until we had got to it on Facebook. Okay, and I wasn't trying to start anything with her. Okay, y'all know my story with Lovey T. We can talk about that. So that's such a. That's how I know about listening to her vlogging, and that's how. And yes, I know hear something about it. Let me iterate this. Let me talk for a bit, okay? No offense to the comments. Let me please you comments, y'all. Let me finish, okay? So truth of the matter is, that's how I know about XXXtentacion. Then when he did that video about, and I did see that video about the little child, white child being lynched to show us how you feel your child being lynched if he was white, telling folks stop shooting us of color. You know what I'm saying? That's what got my attention. And then of course when he got arrested about Geneva Ayala's the abuse situation. Like I said, the young people that I could be daddies to, okay? How we know about their music is through the ratchet things, no offense to Exxon, the ratchet things they do. Like Tekashi 9, I don't listen to Tekashi 9 like that, but the ratchet stuff he does, that's why. Like Isaiah Banks was born when I was what? In high school? No, middle school, Isaiah Banks. How I know about Isaiah Banks? Because the ratchet stuff she does on social media. The only song I like from Isaiah Banks, you know, I like her racist stuff that she saying and everything she does. That's why when the Russell Crowe situation came in, I didn't believe that story. Well, because she's a sister, and I wasn't being a coon, but all the stuff she done before until we found out facts that RZA came out and said that he did, that what's his name, Russell Crowe did spit on her, and he was being a coon defending Russell Crowe by that movie, and then he got scammed by Russell Crowe. I'm glad he got scammed because he had a business defending Russell Crowe over his sister, you know, she's being ratchet and racist, okay? And doing that old Santeria stuff, the voodoo stuff, okay? And yeah, I used to do that mess. My family raised me up, but I did it on my own when I was young. I didn't know what about what I was doing, but I don't do that stuff. That was when I was in middle school and fifth grade, okay? But point is, that's how I know about Isaiah Banks. The only song I like from her is about that beat because it has that nice dance club music. When I was coming up back in the CC Music Factory Black Box type music when I was coming up in the 90s as a kid. You know what I'm saying? As a teenager. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of music I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I listen, besides listen to hip hop and pop, Latin music, Tejano music, or whatever. I listen to that dance club, CC Music Factory, Black Box. You know, they were lip singing to the Martha Walker songs. That's why. So when you put that type of music on, you young, it's like happy. With what's the name? With Pharrell. Pharrell had everybody dance to happy, and I'm talking about all colors, all ages. You had older people dancing, but they weren't dancing to Pharrell's other music. You know what I'm saying? They were dancing to happy because he had that old school, and you know that Pharrell, everybody know that Marvin Gaye's children, Nona Gaye and Marvin Gaye Jr. Were going to sue Pharrell over happy. Besides blurred lines with Robert Thicke, you know what I'm saying? So they, you know what I'm saying? But he put that old school melody in everybody, all races, all ages was dancing. You go to a family reunion, you put Happy on. You gonna have your great grandma and great grandma probably got out the cane and wheelchair and start dancing. You know what I'm saying? Because it had that old school feeling in this modern day music. You know what I'm saying? Happy. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, I'm one of them older cats. When you put that old school feeling and you younger than me, okay, you know what I'm saying? Is a black kill black. Yeah, let me explain the reason why I said that the Klan affiliated. See, one thing I know, you're from the United States. No offense, I'm not trying to put you down. Not from the United States. In our struggle, due to white supremacy, you had to go somewhere in the community to get things started. Okay, so like if you go back in my video, Emmett Till was not just found by a white supremacist who was trying to kill him. A brother told him where he lived at. And during slavery, it wasn't just white folks just going to Africa, grabbing a bunch of Africans. That's a lie. Other Africans from other tribes sold each other. That is no lie. It's not trying to be cool. Africans themselves told me this. Okay? That's no lie. It's still going on today. Slavery amongst other, you're talking about Arabians getting involved. The reason why they're involved in Libya, Nigeria is helping them out. Okay? It's not just light-skinned Africans who don't look Negroid, taking Africans who are darker than them. No, it's other Africans that look similar to them or look like them, that's helping them out for over the issue of money. So they came there and they sold other Africans to white people, our African ancestors who on that ship. Them other Africans didn't care about their black lives. They didn't care about no rapes and lynches and murders here in America. They didn't care about that. They care about that buku money and our white ancestors. We mixed. We're not pure black. Gave them. That's the only thing. So when we have other Africans talking about why we won't come to Africa, you didn't want our African ancestors there. Why we don't celebrate African culture? You didn't care about them stripping African culture out of African ancestors. You didn't care. Not say everybody in Africa, but the ones who participated in the slave trade. You care about that buku money that the white folks gave you. And then later on took the gold and diamonds out of you after you helped them out. You didn't care about that. So don't get mad about we don't practice African culture. We don't eat African food and dress African. Don't say we should. We should is a profit of exploitation. Thank you. Thank you, Amar. We should on our own terms. Because it takes a process to do that. Once we've been brainwashed in white supremacy and we more open to our other races and our ancestors, whatever. It's a process. It's not a day-to-day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And you can't force somebody to do something out your will for your sake. It got to be for their sake. But my point is, you have people within. That's how you get things started. Like, for example, the Trump campaign. Y'all looking at Trump and immigration, attacking Latino immigrants. You know how they got their start? Latinos within the Hispanic community who did not like their own selves, who want to be white, who hate their Native American and black ancestry, who wish they liked their white ancestors, who put white on application knowing that they behind ain't 100% white, who affiliate, who do the Jar Zimmerman mess, who do the Yanez, who do the what's it called, the black and brown race from California, who do all that stuff, who do who do the what's his name? Roger Uncle Venezuelan, who called Michelle Obama Planet X mess, who do all that Camila Cabello mess, who Mexican and Cuban, who hate African people, but you know what I'm saying, and knowing her features, she don't look black, but her features, she got some black admission, curl pattern, and Negro noise of hers that come from either Mexican side or the Puerto Rican, the Cuban side, the African mestizo mixture on both sides, who did all this mess. Okay, who Rada Rivera, who Jewish, white Jewish, and Puerto Rican, who back in 1990 talking about black women beauty on his show, talking about his folks got folks from the black as this thing here, okay, to white as snow here, and his Afro mestizo family tree in Puerto Rico, but now saying his dad was a pure Spaniard, okay, who's on Fox News, who made OJ look bad. That fool who was in Baltimore trying to exploit African people who went out to, this is how he did, selective news reporting. In Baltimore, Geraldo Rivera went to the thug area of the African community, not the good African people. He went to the thug ratchet area so he can make exploitation. But when that brother who did a peace protest called his behind out, Pocho Coconut Coon, Geraldo Rivera got embarrassed. Yes, trying to coon for them white people. And I always ask that question for Geraldo Rivera. How the hell you gonna talk about brothers marrying white women, but y'all pass out? You marry non-Hispanic white women your own damn self. You know what I'm saying? So you can't talk about that trying to make it all around. So we know that we're trying to do to make sure his children come not looking like, because his mama was a white woman, white Jewish woman, but he don't look like a typical white person. Let's call it like it is. He on Fox News when Hurricane Maria tore up Puerto Rico. This dude showed no love to Puerto Rico, and he popped Puerto Rican. My point is, them cataracts that George Zimmerman, the Yanez, the Brian Asina, that got Miss Sandra Bland mistreated and abused and killed in Water County here in Texas. Okay? That fool who's Mexican American forgot his ancestry, forgot that he got Afro-Mestizo mixture, forgot that Texas Rangers will beat up Mexican people, kill Mexican people back in Jim Crow days, okay, and call them banditos, aka thugs, to justify their murders against Mexican American people down here in Ratchet, Texas, white racist Texas. They used to be part of Mexico. They were stolen over the issue of slavery. Come on now. Them type of folks caused this mess against Hispanic immigrants because they didn't care about themselves. And then they're the first one to call Hispanic immigrants WAICA when they 19 got some immigrant ancestors. Even though this was part of Mexico, they forgot all about that. They trying to take sides with white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, they the one that got that, and I'm part Hispanic, but my Hispanic roots come from Louisiana, okay? Spain was Louisiana besides French, okay? My point is, the Latino Trump coon, Latino coon, coconut pocho Latinos for Trump, who want to be like white supremacists, knowing behind ain't no pure white, caused this mess against their own Latino community of the immigration, anti-Latino immigration policy amongst Trump. That's why you see this mess going on. What white parents do is get someone involved in the community, turn against each other, and then they come in and infiltrate their mess. That's how it goes. So going back to the XXXtentacion there, what do white Texans think they are? White Texans, well, I mean, it's part of my ancestry too. White Texans I know who are racist think that Texas belongs to them, okay, due to the Alamo stealing. Remember, Sam Houston, who's named after the city, he drugged Santa Ana. Santa Ana was having sex with the mulatto, Yellow Rose, Texas, Emma Morgan West. Right there by Washburn, talking about Pasadena. That's what they call Santa Ana. They called his drawers on, and they gave him drugs. That if he got confused and lost focus when he got on sex and drugs, and you know what I'm saying, the Texas Army gave him drugs. That's how they won the war. They didn't want, Santa Ana was fighting for Africans because the idea was slavery. Let me explain why. Mexico third root is African. Africans mixed heavily in Mexico with Spanish, and that's why when a Mexican called me a nigga, I'ma laugh, because 9-10 he got some African, even though he don't look black, got African in his blood. That's why it was George Lopez DNA test proved that. Jessica Alba's second DNA test proved that. Eva Longoria DNA test proved that. Okay, that's why I laugh. Because you can't be throwing rocks, and you a hypocrite doing it. You a hypocrite throwing rocks at me when you got black in you too. Okay? Point is, the second president of Mexico banned slavery. Banned slavery in 1829. Actually, he verbally 1826, but put it on paper in 29. Okay? And he was black, Spanish, and Native named Vicente Guerrero. The state Guerrero named after him. And later on, after he was killed by a white Spaniard who born in Mexico, they called those are Creoles in Mexico, okay? Criollos in Mexico. They killed him in 1831. And what happened is that law remained there. White Texans came to Texas without no papers, without no South, Alabama, Virginia, Louisiana, Arkansas, all them southern Tennessee, them southern states, to span a slave plantation. They violated their anti-slavery law. Mexico, the government of Mexico told a but in Coahuila, told them folks in Texas, which is Texas, told them to let go of the slaves, let them be free. They wanted the Mexico to pay each slave because slavery was about money. And they said, we're not paying nothing. We don't allow slavery here. So they went against the Mexican government to cause Texas to be a slave country. And they fought against this, fought against Mexico, drug and saying, we're fighting for us to be free as well. The one I hear African-American person use the word the W-I-C-K word, I say, excuse me, you are stupid for doing that word, because that's Rio Grande was our underground railroad besides the Mississippi River. When they made Texas its own country, public Texas, that's why a lot of us in the black Seminoles who from Florida crossed the Rio Grande to go to Mexico. Sam Houston slaves crossed the Rio Grande too to go to Mexico to be free. Mexican army defend the black Seminoles from white masters coming there. So my point is, we might bring this up not to bring a whole historical thing about XXXtentacion. Y'all don't know your history. White supremacy used people in the people of color to preach that, like they got diamond silk, preaching that mess, okay? To go against our community. They use coons, poachers, anybody that fitted with their ideology to get in the community to destroy the community. And that's what my point is with XXXtentacion. This, y'all looking at the buzz. Yeah, they're putting one thing you understand. Leave it at this. I'm trying to, because I got other things to do. They will tell the brothers and get the buzz snitched on. I bet somebody, in my opinion, who white supremacy fitted with their behinds, had told on them so they don't get in trouble. And they got their state taking care of them, because they got folks hoods at night running the state of Florida. You're not looking at situation. They'll get a coon, they'll get a poacher. That's why George Zimmerman homeless. You know what I'm saying? Because he not no full-blown white man. His mama Afro-Mestiza from Peru. His great-grandfather was a brother. Okay, was an Afro-Latino. Okay, on her mama's side, his mother, her maternal grandfather. They treat him just like a person of color, as he did when they want, because they use people of color to do their thing, so they don't get in trouble. But once they get tired of you, they kick you to the curb. Why he arrested for going after Jay-Z's private investigator? Okay. If he was a full-blown white man, he would get the white privilege card right there. This man is living in a big house, not be homeless. That's why he's trying to kiss up. That's why he was making them. That's why George was making them Confederate things. Self-hatred. That's right. A lot of these folks hate themselves, turn against us. That's what they doing. Shoots. That's right. So because he mad because he didn't come out look like his white dad. Shoots. The Mejor Raza thing with his mama man, a white Anglo man, he didn't come out looking like his white daddy. That's the reason why he take it out on Latino. Remember, this is the same Latino man, part white Latino man, who said on his MySpace, talk bad about Mexican people. I said how Mexican folks who don't like African who got some black in the Native American in the besides white spirit will tell you to defend George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman talked bad about Mexican immigrants on his MySpace. The Orlando or either the Miami Herald, one of those newspapers revealed that during the case of Trayvon Martin, this dude called himself a nigga on MySpace, and rightfully so. That's why he was ignorant fool with one drop black DNA. He is a Latino nigga. I hate the N word. Yes, I said George Zimmerman, you're a Latino nigga. Shoots. Or a high yellow one that need to be cleaning somebody's house. Go ahead and clean trunk house, being his nigga. Anyway, he called himself, I hate the N word because I don't call myself nigga. I have high respect for myself. Okay, and yeah, I love more black than he do, but it don't matter. I don't call myself a nigga. I have high respect. My mentality is different. Your mind tell you where to go and change your mind different from everybody else. The point is, he called himself a nigga on MySpace. He talked bad about Mexican immigrants. He beat his girlfriend up. And one thing about y'all killing brothers, and why y'all not looking for George Zimmerman? Like Trick was trying to beat up one of it was Exhibit. Why not go look for George Zimmerman? Why y'all not attacking? Y'all gonna kill XXXtentacion? Why y'all not killing George Zimmerman? I'm not wishing no death to nobody because I want to get my behind legal control. My point is this dude got away with and killed a brother who wouldn't do anything to him. Trying to front for white supremacists, trying to kiss their butt, lick their click, lick they, sorry to be nasty, lick their dick so he can get some type of privilege because he can't get privilege physically because he don't look like his white daddy, trying to do the Mejor Raza. He trying to get privilege, and guess what? It backfired. Just because one white dude that tried to kill him, he got screwed. The other white dude, we didn't know about him, the one punched him, called him a nigga lover. But what? Guess what? All that poacher cooning that George Zimmerman did. My question is, why y'all not doing anything to him? And then two, look where he at. He homeless and arrested and got locked up with like the like Akon song, and they won't let him out. All that for trying to poach coon kids white supremacy asses and just show that George Zimmerman ain't got the white privilege card. They try to get it because his daddy, his white dad was a judge. That's if he didn't have no judge as no daddy, he would not got with this. And then that sister, that dark skin, part Latina, part Haitian, because she's Dominican Haitian. He had a Trayvon friend who was ignorant. I call it like it because she was ignorant for saying that cracker and nigga are not racist slurs. Yes, they are. Ignorant and 19 years old. Yes, I did say that. I don't care about her. Yeah, I understand that she an immigrant. She don't speak English properly. I understand that, but her mentality ain't that dumb. She know that them words went on trial acting a fool. That's what messed the case up. And then too, the Tea Party paid for George Zimmerman's case defense team. A lot of folks not know about that. And also too, he used his black foreground, his grandfather, his great grandfather as excuse for not killing Trayvon on a racial level. Nobody know about him having black hairs down there in Peru until he brought it up. Shoots. So I ain't no racist. Well, why my question is, why you didn't have African pride and Afro-Peruvian pride all on your social media? Besides, I mean, that's not probably call yourself a nigga, but he called himself a nigga. And you talking bad about Mexican immigrants, not knowing the same anti-Latino immigrant mentality goes to his mama, who's an immigrant too from Peru, and she is Spanish origin and of color. So my question is, before y'all start trying to attack XXXtentacion, why y'all not going after the man who got away with killing one of our brothers? I'm not saying you should. I don't want to get no legal situation problem. Gotta be careful what you're saying. But y'all like treat that try to kill exhibit though. But y'all not trying to look for George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman threatened Jay-Z and Beyonce and the private investigator. Y'all not trying to get George Zimmerman. And George Zimmerman homeless. Shoes. That's good for. I'm glad he's behind homeless. See what Porsche and Coonan got you? All the trying to kill another brother who ain't did nothing to the front for them white folks in Sanford County in Florida. That's why the white folks turn against your behind. I guess you got your nigga wake up then, George Zimmer. Shit. Sorry to say this. But I'm sorry. Why Delja Williams gonna go find George Zimmer? Y'all don't kill him. See one thing. Didn't I say brothers and sisters ain't loyal? You know what I'm saying? They not. They'll turn against one. They can't say all Mexican, white folks, and everybody else in Spain turn against you, and we got no friends. How can you say got no friends? We got no friends within our own community. Because that's the case. XXXtentacion be live right now, right? Thank you. Shoots. And yeah, he part black, but he don't mean he admitted on time when he was on trial. That's on time he meant that he had black ancestry when George Zimmerman was on trial. And look, guess what? White folks treat him like the N-word, making him homeless. Cause my question is, the Confederate flag paintings he was doing, trying to kiss they behind. Why did he? Well, where's that money? I'm sure he got that auction. He had buku money. What that money? Drug use. Shows. Talking about anybody come after his parents. No, you don't want to put your parents on blast. How you treated Trayvon. So my question is, why all these other people who shoot and killing brothers in Miami and Florida, why y'all not looking for George Zimmerman? That's my question. That's one thing. That's the main corporate who got away with everything. He used his white dad to get that privilege because, by himself looking the way he looked, he didn't get no privilege card. You know what I'm saying? He don't like a white man. Trayvon saw pale flesh, lighter skin flesh, but he didn't see the full exact phenotype, because doggone well, George Zimmerman look like no doggone pure white man. He look exotic. Shows racial bigots. Okay? So that's called like it is. So my question is to y'all, why y'all killing brothers and other brothers? I'm not saying don't kill a random Latino. I'm not saying that mess. Don't do that mess, please. But the one who got away with killing a brother who did not do anything to him, why y'all not trying to y'all kill XXXtentacion? Why y'all not trying to get George Zimmer? That's my case. Yeah, why you not trying to get the Klansmen who kill other people? Why you not trying to do that mess? The three white dudes that killed that Guatemalan dude down there and called him a Guat hunter. Why y'all not trying to do that mess? Oh, y'all scared because, you know what I'm saying? Because of money and power they have. That would call it like it is. Well, XXXtentacion had money, but he's another brother, right? That's what it is. And XXXtentacion was mixed. He was Jamaican. His parents from Jamaica, but they had Italian, German, besides black, Syrian, and Indian. in I think Ethiopia and his family. Yeah, he was mixed up too. He sure was. He was German, Thai. Oh yeah, so a friend from Germany. Yeah, he was to my German friend. Yeah, he was. He German. XXXtentacion was mixed beside because Jamaican national, but so he had black ancestry, German, Syrian. He was Arabian too, East Indian, Italian, and German. That's his background. So he was mixed. So those who sit in Syria or Germany, India, Ethiopia, and they say he had Egyptian in his family. No, I think it was not. I think it was Egyptian. Egyptian, not mistaken, Egyptian. This is your king right here. Like Nicki Minaj, she had black, and besides Trent, that's a nationality, but she mixed with Japanese, East Indian. You know what I'm saying? I always tell East Indian people, I say, yeah, Nicki Minaj is part of y'all. Mirage, not Minaj. That's her made up name. It's Mirage. Her dad mixed with East Indian. Mm-hmm. So y'all from India, anybody from India, anybody from Germany, Italy, Syria, Egypt, I think Ethiopia is what. Y'all, this is your king here. He part of you too. Down his family tree. So shout out to them countries besides Jamaica and Africa country, wherever Africa tribe he got in his family. Thank you. That's one thing about being multiracial. You got all people, you know what I'm saying? The one dry rule mentality here in the United States. Outside of the United States, it's not that effective because they didn't have that mess outside of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like when I meet people from England, then I tell you, I got English. One I was showed it. I was at a concert doing security, and one of the guys, oh, you got English? That's so great. You know what I'm saying? White man said that, yeah, showed it. Yeah, so, I mean, look what happened with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali grandfather was married to a sister, white grandfather, great grandfather married to not no slave master, married to a free woman of color, and He is passed away. Stop it, y'all. He's not here. Please stop it. He's not really dead. Let me get to so Muhammad Ali in 2009 went to Ennis, Ireland, where his Irish grandfather, who was an Irish immigrant, came from the United States, to the United States, excuse me. And before Muhammad Ali passed away, in 2009, Muhammad Ali went to Ennis, Ireland, and Muhammad Ali, see, this is a video. Muhammad Ali got all the praise from all them white Irish people because he acknowledged his partial white Irish background. And I always tell people, not all white people, this is an American thing mostly, have that one drop mentality. Yes, white race people in Europe, don't get me wrong, but it was a bunch of white people showing love to Muhammad Ali. That's why I don't have that one drop mentality. This is a United States messed up. It's not even a law no more. So anybody that's German, Italian, Syrian, East Indian, and I think Egyptian, this is your friend. This is your brother right here. XXXtentacion. Shout out to them countries that he got in his family tree. Besides Jamaica's nationality. But you know what I'm saying? For real. And any African tribe he related to, shout out to Africa too. Because we don't know what tribe, it's a continent, but we don't know what tribe, do the slave trade. So, point is, because all tribes got mixed up in the slave trade. So, my point is, you got different ethnicities in you, and this man had passed me all the fans. So, please don't celebrate on Columbus Day. Yes, Dedrick got arrested. He did get arrested. Besides celebrate Columbus Day, you better get some Italians that's good Italians. Okay? XXXtentacion part Italian. You better anytime have Italian face, you better put XXXtentacion on your list, on that list. German, Syrian, here Middle Eastern, East Indian, India. Okay, come on. Egyptian. He got his family. Yes, a lot of European was slaves in Europe, especially the Irish. It's funny. No, I'm not saying it's funny what happened to some. In my ancestors, my foregrandma was an Irish and English. Her grandmother was a McCombs on her mama's side. And not to tell, it's funny that Mariah was her name. Maria Mariah McComb. I'm trying to tell my the Maria Mariah McComb. That was her name. Yep. And the one I love, Mariah Carey. This is my that's my sixth grandmother who was Irish. Yeah. So yeah. And I say it's funny because you have Ireland, besides the Catholic and Protestant thing, You have Irish and English not get along, and I told my Irish friend before I found I had Irish in me that I said, "Oh, no, don't hate me. I got English ancestry." And so we were both were laughing a couple of years ago on social media about this. But when I found, so guess what? I got Irish because McCombs is an Irish last name. I said that's in my bloodline. And he said he laughed. I said, yeah, I see. So I guess I'm your Irish brother. So yeah. So real, Irish. That's and I celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Um, it's funny, when I was a child celebrating, they said, "You're not Irish," and going family tree, and should come the old way, not the blood testing thing. I'm talking about DNA. I'm talking about, yeah, Syria, yeah, they was enslaved. That's right, and Russians, that's true. Ukrainians, that's right. They had to do an ethnic cleansing down there. Yep, they were doing it back in 1990s. And Melania Trump, one of them, she from them areas. The president, the first lady, Donald Trump's wife. Yeah, Dedrick, I don't like him either. I don't, so I'm trying not to use the word hate. Because in his death situation with XXXtentacion has tried to change my mentality about how we act on social media, spirituality, and everything. It's like kind of bringing us closer to God. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all got that kind of feeling? Like a lot of our sinful behavior, we're trying to watch what we say. You know what I'm saying? Post about money and diamonds, but no. The ancient Rome didn't join this is very true. That's very true, Mary. No, no, he killed for the money. Okay, I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you say that, whoever that said that. Let me explain why. Didn't I just say in the beginning of the video, you had coons turn against another brother for money? The slave trade was about money before it was a racial thing. Okay? I bet the coon that told Emmett about who Emmett Till stayed to the Ku Klux Klan got paid too. H.L. Hunt paid Nation Islam. And Michael X, who got them brothers, was paid. They were paid. Paid. The drug dealers in our community that sell dope to cause genocide are paid by white people. CIA paid them coons. Ricky Ross will tell you that. Not Rick Ross. Y'all, come on now. That's why, besides snitching on a brother or sister selling dope, okay, they get away with that. Let them go to a white neighborhood and do that, and they ain't gonna get away with that. Yes. The kid, no, he's not the only killer. They're saying that Dedrick is the one who's driving the getaway car. That's what they're saying. But once again, it's white. You don't get it. In order to kill a community, you get involved with folks to cause, we call divide and conquer. And that's even in Africa, the ones who sold slaves, their slaves to white people. Later on, those white people turned against them, took their diamonds and golds and resources in Africa, raped Africa like that. That's why Africa, even Haiti, why Haiti is poor, it's not just due to spiritual depravity, due to voodoo, the occult. It's not just that. United States came to Haiti before Hillary Clinton back in the 40s and 30s and messed up Haiti. That's why it's in poverty. That's why Haiti's not prosperous. And then after the hurricane, it was United States getting involved with Hillary Clinton. That's why I didn't vote for Hillary. I didn't vote for Trump either. I voted for Gary Johnson, and I voted for Bernie Sanders. Hillary Clinton is no good. And remember, and I think it was her trying to get back at Haiti because remember, y'all forget, over some money. That's no Parama, that's your name. That's no shot people for the love of money. Okay, then St. Paul said in the Bible that the love of all money rule all evil. People sell dope, kill. That's right. Indigenous service, yes, it's very true about that, Mary. I'm going with the other person saying on here. But my point is that people sell dope for love of money. People kill another brother for love of money. Slavery was about the love of money. That's why America is rich over the back slaves. That's why they don't want to pay us for reparations. Okay? People rap about adult culture and racially exploit themselves, call themselves niggas and stuff for the love money, pay the power princess complex. It's the power princess complex about money. Racism is about money. Racism is about money. Keeping the white rich and the people of color in the hierarchy caste system down, you know, the racial issues about money. Y'all, color isn't about money. Why do you think they favor the light, the closer European and lighter over dark? It's about money. Y'all, this Trump campaign was about race and money. The rich, white, wealthy white man who have no political office experience being the president. Oh, you're Italian? Polaroid, he's part of you. XXXtenacion's part of you. He's part Italian. His parents, I don't know if the dad and mom has a mixture of Italian. Yeah, a Polaroid 1, he's Italian. XXXtenacion's part Italian. His Jamaican parents ever miss him. Well, I'm glad y'all acknowledge him. See, one thing about Europeans, what I love about Europeans, oh, no offense to us white Americans, but Europeans, that's why people, African descendant people went to Europe. Like before Tina Turner, Josephine Baker went to Europe. Okay, yeah, the Europeans who were part of the slave trade, even the Great Britain, you know, that's why a lot of folks was mad at Meghan Markle marrying Prince Harry, even though besides the Nazi and blackface he was wearing, you know what I'm saying, his parties, but and Queen Elizabeth being part of the corruption in India and Africa, but folks to know Europeans show a lot of love to African American descended people than white Americans, and it's like a epiphany because we're part European too. You know what I'm saying? Now he says not to bash white women in America, but I'll marry a European white woman over a white American woman, especially from the South. Now she from North and liberal is different. If she what's her name? You know what I'm saying? What's her name? Ruby Garcia. If she a Ruby Garcia type white woman, I marry that. I ain't marrying no Tommy Lorraine. And you have bros on YouTube talking about they will have sex with Tommy Lorraine who don't love them. And I wouldn't be shocked Charlamagne hit that. And what's the other brother hit the light skinned brother Trevor, everything hit that too. Yeah, she might talk bad about the black American community and everything else, but you got brothers hitting her up. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked that she got that BBC in her. Talk bad about her. What's his name? In Coulter. Talk bad about Africans and Hispanic folks. Guess what? JJ Dynamite dated old wrinkle face in Coulter. Dynamite the coon on Good Times. The old jigaboo, trashy, Sambo coon. That's why James Amos left Good Times, because they want to promote that, then the strong family connection in our community. You see what I'm saying? That's the truth. The reason why, remember they try to explore, that's why I didn't like Good Times, but on time I like Jan Jackson, of course. I mean, people dye their hair blonde, it's their business, and put tattoos. Come on now, they got nothing to do with the murder. But no, I mean, they're not gonna dye your hair blonde. Some y'all white folks put braids in your hair. They weren't on the photo. He changed his hair color. I mean, one thing I like about the new rap game, and I'm not with the, I mean, I wouldn't rock rainbow color hair, no offense to Tekashi 69. But I like the fact that people are being individualistic. I don't like to see everybody be cookie cutter. Being individualistic is real. You know what I'm saying? The youth are attracted by movements and that's right. Hollywood prophets of stereotypes. That's why Drake put the blackface on. Back in the day, Drake was not trying to make fun of his African American culture on his dad's side. He come from Europe. I'm glad you say that, Marion Hughes. He came from not Europe, from Canada, where the racial politics is different there. You are able to play non-stereotypical characters. You know, there's racism in Canada, but it's not extreme like in the United States. Okay, so when Drake came to the United States, it was a culture shock that they kept typecasting him to play stereotypes. So him and the acting friend put this blackface on to mock Hollywood. It wasn't mocking us. Come on now, that's meant. You think many times I try for audition? I've been to auditions and I sing in Spanish. People get. I say, you know what? One day I'm gonna come with black and put on my face, put some black shoe polish, and come here, front of white folks and do a tap dance and see their reaction. Now I'm gonna bring up a movie, and I know that people gonna look at me funny. Imitation of Life. I did not like Sarah Jane. I understand why, because the type of climate she was living in. But when she came, remember in the movies Imitation of Life with the white part Hispanic woman, Susan Carter played the mulatto, tragic mulatto, Sarah Jane. Remember they was having a get together at the white woman's house they was living in, and Sarah Jane's black mama tell Sarah Jane to go get the hors d'oeuvres and shrimp to the white folks, and she start acting like a slave and say, yeah, I learned from my man, and we learned from him before we sold you. And the white woman felt embarrassed, and I said, excuse me, don't feel embarrassed, white woman, the one who's the star, you know, one who was a actress and stuff, and a singer who hired Sarah Jane mama to work for her. I said, excuse me, if you're a true white friend, you wouldn't have your black friend and her mixed race daughter to be working with y'all. You said I live in the house. How about you give her some money to live for herself so she wouldn't have to be nobody's maid? No, Sarah Jane was in the right. That's the only part of that I was glad she told, because if she cared about Sarah Jane, the white woman in that movie contribute, her and her white daughter contribute the suffering of Sarah Jane and her black mama. Why the mama is still working as a maid in your house? Why not have Sarah Jane mama be working for herself, give her some of that millions so she can work for herself if you care about her like that? Maybe Sarah Jane would have some pride in herself. You contribute to her downfall. Cause she took care of him like a slave. She still, Sarah Jane and her mama grew up in their house and continue to be servants to their white woman and her daughter. And that's the only part of that movie I love about Sarah Jane, because she told it like it is. The reason why she felt like she was not, she looked like a white woman, she could not pass. She wanted to pass because she wanted the same privilege that the white woman and her daughter was feeling. Okay? So my point is, that's the part I love about that movie. When she told it like it is, she said, excuse me, wow, if you don't want me to be ashamed of my blackness, why are you contributing to the racism by having my mama and us still working for you while we live in this old nice house? And when I see a white person do that, I ask a lot of questions. You ain't no true friend. You want to contribute to our downfall. You know what I'm saying? You should feel guilty. And she tried to confront Sarah Jane. No, you got no business. No, I want to tell Lana. There was Lana Turner. That's her name. Lana Turner, the white woman who played that white woman who was in that movie, Sarah Jane, in Imitation of Life back in 1959. I was like in my head thinking, you so much a true white sister. Why you got this sister here working for you? Why you have our mama work for you to this day? They been living in the house while she become famous and moving on up. Why not give you some of that privilege? Give her mama so she can go on her own terms and get out of the United States. And Sarah Jane mentality in 19, Sarah Jane, her mama could be friends by now. Why you contribute to the downfall of Jim Crow racism? So when I think about that and I see Drake's black face, he wasn't mocking us. He wasn't mocking our ancestors. He was mocking Hollywood and its racist profit stereotypes. That's why. Y'all don't see that because y'all been bamboos, been living on black inferiority complex and call that black pride. You cannot teach black pride with a black inferiority complex mentality. Defending stereotypes for blackness. No, go to, you know what I'm saying? You know? So that's the reason why I defend. That's the reason why I defend Drake, because I I've been to auditions here in Houston and even El Paso, and I've been denied because I refuse to play a stereotypical character. When I was singing Spanish, I go ahead and mention the doggone bottle agency and style agent, Neil Hammond, when they were doing audition to go to New York and LA. And guess what? When I sang in English and Spanish, and a gay white dude looked at me like he was some damn slave master, and I'm like, dude, I don't still tap dance for you. What the hell? I'ma sing what I want to sing. Do not celebrate Martin King's birthday looking at me like that. Martin King fought me to have my own freedom. You know what I'm saying? The reason, not to bring Caneo, when he said the kind of rapper saying that black people don't support, no, that's a damn lie. SPM here in Houston had a lot of African American fans, and they will support him or me singing in Spanish. They were that cool behavior of theirs and mentality. Back in 1999, when I was XXXtentacion's age, I got a lot of lectures from Fiddler brothers. You shouldn't be singing that type of music. Yes, Fiddler brothers. Fiddlers. Look at them, Fiddler from the movie Roots. Of light dog, looking at me like a damn, like I was their adversary instead of defending me and making a Black History moment. Yes, I'm not lying. And I laugh when they talk about hip hop become dangerous. Y'all was, while they was making fun of me or talking down about me or trying to lecture to me, being a fiddler, trying to discourage me from my dream, they were promoting this gangster rap and this thug culture and stereotypes and being a slave to them white folks in the music industry. And then they got bamboozled good. Got your Zimmer wake up. Your N-word wake up. Shoots. Coon. You know what I'm saying? He was addicted to justice. That's right. He was addicted. Thank you. And that's the real reason why. I believe. That's the reason why I believe the Klan was affiliated with these brothers in that car killing him. When you start, he changed his message once he got arrested. Once he got in trouble with the situation with Geneva, Ayala, excuse me. Then he said, no, let me change my life around. I'm overlooking this. I don't want to be the next slave. They're going to put me in prison. And this is my mentality. I don't want to be. I'm in Florida. It's racist. We already had Trayvon. I'm a brother here. He might be too light of skin, but I'm still a brother up in here. I don't want to be they supper, if you know what I mean, the animal, the savage supper, you know what I mean, the animal king. So let me change my life around. Let me change my direction around. And when he made that video, look at me with the white little boy being lynched in that noose, it set a lot of white racist people, and they was in their panties in a bunch, and they was mad, and they threatened to kill XXXtentacion. Now all the other rappers, they ain't never threatened to kill them. They ain't kill. I don't think they threatened to kill Eminem when he did that thing. Eminem is an adversary too. He no damn supporter. This dude sit here made fun of Michael Jackson. This dude made fun of Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon, Will Smith, all the good people in our community who do good music. He tagged them. He sit here talk bad about sisters and their foolish pride. Eminem also said he would never use the word nigga when he got to use the word faggot. And remember when Elton John came out? When Elton John came out and supported him at the Grammy Awards, Eminem said he would never use the word nigga. But now in 2012, 11, whatever it was, he with a bunch of coons at the concert. Yes, master, they ain't say that, but that's a mentality. Well, you see nigga act. This is Eminem. Eminem changed his tune. He used the word nigga. And now when he did that Trump thing, remember the movie Roots? Remember at the end of the movie? Remember the white man had pretended to be slave master and beat them slaves up and told them other white, these are my niggers. It remind me when that dude did his tirade at BET, Rap Awards, Hip Awards. A bunch of brothers they thought they were tough and thug and all that stuff. They all that, yeah. My question, if you all that damn high master, won't you fight white supremacy instead of fight another brother? Won't you beat up the white supremacy? I ain't saying beat up white people as a whole. I said white supremacy. Won't you use that tough and that extra, all that old hyper toxic master to fight? No, y'all buck y'all down on heads. You know what I'm saying? But you'll fight another brother. Mentally weak, physically strong like the windlass left, okay? The mentally weak, physically strong, butt dancing, butt breaking brothers were behind White Master Eminem, and I like it's two slave masters arguing with each other. It's like two slave masters arguing. Those slaves of the back trying to defend their master, the other slave who got more money, Donald Trump trying to take them slaves, and they arguing back and forth about how to treat a slave, how to defend, treat them with respect. That's all I saw. I said, y'all, because yeah, they said beginning, the other bus did came out, but remember, BET is owned by Viacom, y'all. Viacom contributes to the Power Prison Complex. Mr. Johnson sold out by selling that doggone. No. I would never give Mr. Johnson any respect by BET. This bus sold his business to a white racist company that exploited. Because I love reality TV and I do loving hip hop now, but I'm seeing the light. Because we all like rationalism. If a bunch of white folks act a fool like on Jersey, so we gonna look at it. We watch soap opera. Soap opera was one of the love scene. Of course, they would find women on soap opera when I watched my grandmother. But when they started fighting, arguing, all the drama, it was to get us to watch the soap. One Life to Live. And when my grandma used to watch Ryan's whole back in the 80s, my aunt, One Life to Live, Dynasty. If y'all who grew up in them days in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? These young people don't know about that. And All My Children. And All My Children was my favorite one because all the redness came on there. And it was for white people. So when it become on reality TV, you see people of color doing this, it tracks because we see people of color. It's not because still we like ratchet. We see ratchet in the hood. We see ratchet amongst white folks. We laugh about that too. You go to a sports event and see a bunch of white folks acting fool. We gonna laugh, put on World Star, any ratchetness. But when they stereotype, now it's becoming a problem. Instead of looking at a human level, like everybody get ratchet to get our attention. No, you want to make us look like animals and stereotype us as unhuman. And that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Even Andy Cohen showing his true color when he defended Kim Zodiac, Byrne, whatever her name is, on Jenny McCarthy's show. First he was against her, had them sisters attack that white woman, had her crying, and all of a sudden now he's saying that it going on taking her side. Look at that situation. In the most reality show is looked on amongst Andy Cohen on Bravo is Housewives of who? Atlanta. Not Beverly Hills, not Georgia, mostly white women. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They trying, and so Viacom is using, and now when people, I used to argue with people, I said, no, they had white folks on there on Love and Hip Hop. Look at Mariah Lynn, she part Italian and part Hispanic, Puerto Rican. They trying to stitch like, because she part Hispanic too. She, she's like a white one, but she ain't pure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't say, you can't say that about everybody, and even ones on Love and Hip Hop are mixed. Jim Jones part Hispanic, he part Puerto Rican. Olivia part Cuban, besides East Indian Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Jules Santana part Hispanic. You have, what's the name, Hispanic? Ebu, Monte, Samaya, Reese, Salvadorian. Before they start putting Hispanics on Love and Hip Hop Miami. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Josh Hernandez is Hispanic, she Afro-Latina. Cardi B. Come on now. They have a mixture. What's the name? The big Latino guy like a cholo, but he's not Mexican, Puerto Rican. The one trying to fight Rich Dollars. What's his name? Cisco Rosario. You know what I'm saying? You can Erica Mena. You can't say, but when, you know what I'm saying? But they stereotyping them too. You know what I'm saying? They stereotyping them too. So I'm starting to realize. Remember, this owned by Viacom, support Power Prison Complex, and it's hard. I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop on a ratings level. I watch it when someone boycott it, copyright infringement on YouTube, so they don't get no credit. I don't do it, but someone else does. I don't know nobody do it. I see it and pop up and I watch it. And then, but I have paid Viacom to watch those episodes because of Mala Negra, because that check is going to Mala Negra, because I want to hear her side of the story. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I love me some Mala Negra. Okay, because we need Afro-Latinos, us, because I'm being Spanish Creole, but I'm not from Latin America. But point is, the ones who look more like me to be known. And not everybody look like a Jennifer Lopez and a Mark Anthony and George Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Latinos come in all colors. Spain was mixing a lot. Okay, so point is, you know what I'm saying? They even went to the Philippines. So my point is, you need to see people need to be educated. That's why I support it, because I want Amala Negra, and she don't. That's one thing I love about this dark chocolate Afro mestiza, Afro Latina, Dominican woman, Hispanic woman, is dark skin and dark skin. You know what I'm saying? Dark skin, uh, and she don't look like the average Latina, and she's educated. She don't have to act ratchet like Cardi B, who's lighter than her. I love that stereotype being debunked. You know what I'm saying? So I paid on YouTube to watch the shows of the people because of Mala Negra, because that part of that my money go to Mala Negra. Not because of private press complex. Everybody called me a sellout because she needed support. I love me some Mala Negra. Okay? So point is, that's how I support her, and not the Veronica Baker, okay? To Mala Negra, and she doing good. She doing good. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Shout out to Mala Negra. You know what I'm saying? I hope she come to Houston one day. But point is, my point is that, yeah, you're right. I think that it was for money. Someone paid him to do. See, that's what I've been saying the whole time in this video. And I bet somebody, white racist, did it too. I'm sorry. Paid these coons to go kill XXXtentacion, not because what XXXtentacion say, although we gotta be careful what we say. It's because what he did in that video of the white child getting lynched. Cause that's more extreme than some street beef, some ghetto trashy beef. If it's on top ratchet, top racist, top of America that runs this country, that's more important. Because that really got white. Remember, you have white fans, but these are white fans of XXXtentacion who integrate. But when he put that white child on that doggone video and had that lynch, it got all white people up in arms. You got the doggone Republic Fox News. It got Fox News exposure. They didn't care about this Latino woman getting abused by him. They care about that white child. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not looking at it on a big scale. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at y'all looking on the hood, ghetto, the bottom export. I'm looking for on top. That's more important. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he paid on. No. But see, no offense, you from Italy. The whole propaganda is different there than here in the United States. See, one thing, you know this dude, my Italian brother, okay? If a minority person talks the higher up, okay, it gets more coverage, and you got folks on higher up ready to get your ass. That's how it goes. See, one thing y'all don't understand, we're going to do a history thing up in here, in the hip-hop game. It's weird. You know how NWA got famous? And I hate the word nigga. Niggas with attitude. It wasn't chilling in my 6'4". It wasn't that. Okay, that was mostly around minorities to listen to that, and white folks who hang around minorities. Okay, when Eazy-E came out with chilling in my 6'4". No, what got NWA famous nationwide was fuck the police. Okay? Talking about white supremacists and minorities who in the police party infiltrate white supremacists in LA. That's what got they behind famous. What got NWA? That's what got, and they got them. And you ask Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, who I don't like too much, and cooning for Jimmy Iovine and Eminem, calling is. But ask them, Arabian Prince and Old Yeller, and see how all the death threats they got from white racist people. You had the president involved. When High Yellow Ice-T, Creole High Yellow Ice-T did all them gangster songs, that didn't get him famous. He even did a dance video, a breakdancing movie back in the 80s. What got Ice-T controversy, and lucky he's still an actor today. That's why he changed his image around. I'm gonna call it like it is. When he doing that gangster stuff, they ain't changed. He continued to be a New Jack hustler and from New Jack City and all that. When he did the rock rap song, Rock rap song. Cop Killer, Dan Quayle and Bush got shit in their panties about that song back in 1991. So when you attack that, Dan Quayle got attention there. Dan Quayle didn't care about the other songs that Ice-T did. When you start attacking the establishment, that's when it becomes a big issue. And y'all don't understand that. Down there in other countries, in the hood, in the barrio too. You don't understand that. You young people need to do more research. And that's what got, besides the civil rights movement, Martin King Killer, when he attacked Vietnam War, that's what got him also a target. Y'all don't understand that. You don't understand that. Okay? When you start bringing up that situation, it will get you extreme news. You know what I'm saying? You had white dudes, white women back at A buying NWA and Ice-T, and some of them folks now all will listen for that for racial exploitation. Okay? Like, for example, Straight Outta Compton had a lot of sales, and guess who got nominated for that movie? The white writers and part of the directing team got nominated at the Oscars. See how racist that is? Not the people who play the movie. Not Dr. Dre and them, Ice-T. Excuse me. See how that goes? And it got famous, and it was all over Target. Besides the baby daddy card on Father's Day, Target was put front shelf. That move was put front shelf. Cause I used to work by a Target, not at Target. You know what I'm saying? When I was working retail, and you would see Straight Outta Compton right there in front. All the other movies, Tyler Perry movies, them other good movies I've ever seen was not promoted like that, but Straight Outta Compton was about some brothers being thugs. The police had to find who paid. No, oh Lord. My Italian brother, you need to do more research on American history. They're not gonna find it out. Let me tell you something, dude. When you're a white person with power and you pay another person of color, the person of color gets screwed, okay? Not the person who paid it, because outside this country, it's a white racist country, dude. Okay? Italy is totally different. You got corrupt people who promote white supremacy within the legal part, but they are not gonna go get spilled on, unless God Almighty evades that situation, and it can't happen. But it's a repeated story. It doesn't happen like that. So that brother Dedrick is being screwed because he's a person of color. I'm sorry. The white dude that paid to get him killed over that video, if it is true, this is my speculation, it's not going to be. I don't understand. Yeah, but I don't know how to speak Italian. No, yo hablo español. Otra lengua español. Yo hablo inglés, no italiano. It's a little similar because it's Roman. It's a Romance language. But I don't speak Italian. But my point is, white supremacy in America run this country, dude. Your color, and you're being paid to do something like that, and they don't want to get in trouble, they throw you on the bus. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Ask Ricky Ross. Rick, okay? Ask them gangs in prison who have color fighting each other to be Africans and Hispanic. They're getting exposed by the police department because they got involved in, yeah. But truth of the matter is, like I say, but a lot of people understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry to say that. A lot of people here understand what I'm saying. So, my point is, they're not gonna. Now you understand me? Okay, good. The truth of the matter is that a lot, not everything, because you're not looking from an American standpoint. You're looking from an Italian standpoint, not knowing. And I'm not saying because you're Italian. You got Nigerians do this. You have other people from other countries do this. They don't look from an American standpoint. When I tried to talk to a Nigerian brother about American history, they didn't understand how our struggle here is different from their Nigeria. Okay, they don't understand that. And I had to tell one of them that you have to look at American history and then you make your judgment. Don't sit here and just look rash judgment. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And think that, you know what I'm saying, based on your judgment, what you've been told. Look at it from a different angle. Educate yourself. Do more research. Read about the stuff. Don't read from the classroom, because in the American classroom, they lie. Go up to the library and read about this. Do more research. Like, for example, moving freedom, the African man moving freedom in Africa, he made a video saying that African Americans are not pure black. We're mixed. And he said we should identify as mixed. And I said, and moving freedom to African. He's right. It's an African man. He did more research. He said we have white DNA in us. And he not know we have Native American DNA in us too. But you know what I'm saying? We're not pure blacks. They use the black part of us to make us slaves and dehumanize us for having black heritage. That's the reason why. And make us victims of racism. And that's why I don't want to mention the white part, because that white part of our roots, the European part of our roots, make us equal to them too. That's how it goes. If you're gonna go accurate with that, but they gonna disfigure their own caste system and make it pure black, knowing that that's why we become different colors and different hair textures, and look like all like pure. It won't look like Akon and Lupita Yoga. The idea is to dehumanize us for having black hair. I tell people, my Africans, stop going on. You can't call me a coon, sell out. I'm not the one who sell out. Y'all don't want me to sell out defending a white racist rule that was used to help slavery in Jim Crow. That why it was raping slaves so they can have the next slave out that mixing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. You know, even if you got white DNA, you open that door to let you know these white people be put on statues. You know, I never met Jacine. I never met Jacine. I mean, I never met XXXtentacion. I heard about him, but I know the dynamics of the country. You know, based on education, not everything, because I'm human and still learning. But that's how it goes here. And the people sell dope. They get it from white people who from the government, CIA. Went to the hood, and when they had lost jobs during the Reaganomics, he was like, you know, you gotta understand that. That's why you have brothers that tell people of color, African saying who say white folks are devils. No, we got devils in our own community. Should stop defending them devils in our own community. Should all to get away in life, you gotta kick everybody out who make a pit of hell for you. You see what I'm saying? Not just the people who don't look like you that you mix with. You know. So it is what it is, but I gotta go. It's 12 o'clock down here, 12, 11. I gotta go, I gotta take it. But y'all, do y'all think I got 6 likes? Thank you. Do you think that these brothers, I believe this brother paid, I'm sorry, by KKK within the apartment and down there in Florida, who give drugs in the community, who destroy, want us to be genocide. I mean, for example, you guys saying, I'm a pro-life liberal, okay? And I've been telling our people to start trying to get someone in the Democrat Party to be pro-life liberal, not pro-choice. I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton because it's not about a woman's right to abort a baby. That's a lie. If anyone knows feminism, the first feminist did not believe in abortion. It was Margaret Sanger, and she was a racist. She called African-American people and people of color, feeble-minded. And remember, the reason why they compare us to monkeys, that came out of Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin's cousin made eugenics. He was trying to justify racism. Therefore, I'm not for Darwinism. It's not because I believe in creation. Yeah, and I do believe in the God made Adam and Eve. But the idea was to compare us to monkeys, and so we can be dehumanized. Remember, they were trying to find ways. They say we're 3/5 of man. They had the one drop rule with this mess. That's why I get mad, Charlemagne, saying light-skinned feelings. Because we're saying the more close to whiteness you are, the more European and more human you are. And the most you're not that, you're not treated. That's why I felt on mine. Even a white police officer said this. He said this, who left the police department, said, the more dark you are as an African-American man, the more they feel threat. So if you look like Wesley Snipes, they'll shoot you like that. And I'm not like Drake, but I'm not dark like Wesley Snipes, and I ain't got a confrontation with cops, not on purpose, but got a little defensive, and it ain't because I'm not that too threatening. I'm camera skin. I'm not dog, and I'm not like Drake, and I can't pass for white. But even scenario with that's why I bash Jerry Meeks. This dude did do drugs and did do thugging in California, and you have a bunch of sisters who whine about colorism, sign that petition with other races of women to get Jerry Meeks out, who purposely, this man was not falsely accused of no murder, no false accused of crime. This dude was a potential thug. Jerry Meeks is modeling. Many of us brothers of all shades, his shade, my shade, Kodak Black shade, cannot get a casting call due to white supremacy in the fashion industry. But this dude who look closer to white, don't look white, but got a lot of white phenotype, is with blue eyes, green eyes, whatever, is able to walk the runway at 30-some years old. They used to tell us, you too old to be a model, because I'm almost 40. I don't look 40, but I can't walk the runway. You know what I'm saying? But this dude who did crime, who was a thug, who was robbing with his friends, even the brothers with his shade, lighter, a little darker, and too extremely darker, did not get out of prison when he got out of prison. Why there's no petition to get all the brothers and Latino brothers who've been falsely accused in the justice? Why there's no petition to that? But they got this dude because he looked close to white with blue eyes. He can't be in jail because they see him more human compared to a. You see what I'm saying? That came out of Darism. That came out in Samuel Cartwright, who mutilated sisters. Remember they said that it was okay, and they distort the Bible to say it was okay to treat slaves like they're not human. And when the guy comes at Central Park down there in New York, his statue is there, and he mutilates sisters. He mutilated them, and he was a gynecologist. He did the worst thing, and that's why I get mad at what's his name, Charlamagne saying light-skinned feelings. He made that turn up because the more human you sound when you hear something hurt, the more people respect you as a human. If you're close to the white or lighter. If you're extremely dark or darker or whatever, but especially if you're dark like West Nice, you're treated less human. Y'all don't get that dynamic. They came out of Darism and eugenics. And everybody's vote for Hillary Clinton. Margaret says her role model. The idea of Planned Parenthood was not about woman's right to kill a baby and not take care of it because it came out of her womb. It's also a man's right because his cum contribute to that baby. That's called it is. So what happened was they wanted, after the civil rights movement, they wanted to lower the population of African-American people. And so they said they knew this before the civil rights movement, before it was abortion, because he had folks using hangers going behind closed doors, killing babies. She went to African-American Protestant, not the Catholic African-American community. The African-American community was Protestant because they make their own interpretation of the Bible. To go trick people in our community saying the reason why you're poor, not because of segregation, the reason why you're poor because you have a lot of babies. So they were taking birth control of the Lord, and they had bad preachers in pimping preachers in our community who distort the Bible, who were violent, who were savages like the white supremacists they were doing slavery, intimidating people in the flock like a bunch of savages in 34th of Ezekiel, intimidating a Lord like a king of Gentiles and benefactor that Jesus warned folks about in his, in the scriptures. They intimidate them, bullied them, intimidate them, and told them not to hush and let this white woman talk. And they the one brought birth control in our community, which lowered the population. Then when the civil rights movement was legalized, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm get to it. This is my channel, deal. I will get to it. It's about this dehumanization. Then what happened was when they did made abortion legal, it wasn't no Democrat. It was a Republican named Richard Nixon. He made abortion legalized, and he said in a recording, "I want to give them black bastards." That's what he said. That's why they promoted. That's why they promoted single parenting in the community. And Margaret Sanger was a racist. She had ties to Nazi Germany and the Ku Klux Klan, and she was an atheist. She was an Irish Catholic, but her mama was an Irish Catholic. Her dad was an atheist, and she hated her Catholic upbringing. Margaret Sanger was a wicked woman, and she promoted this mess. That's why y'all talking about black on black crime, killing, genocide. No. The genocide is in the womb. And you sisters who kill our babies and talk about you can't take care of them, ain't about no rape, because right then, where's a Me Too movement about those who rape in the community? No, it's some of these women out here being thoughts, going male thoughts, irresponsible people making babies, having sex, and don't want to take care of the responsibility of what they cause. And they cause the genocide in our community. When the sexual revolution was promoted in the 1960s, that's what caused that. Y'all talking about homosexuality and fornication. Y'all participate in the sexual mess back in 1970s and 60s. That's what caused all that mess. So before y'all talking about nobody can't make you gay. You're talking about making these videos about putting a dress and feminizing the brother. You have a mind on your own, brother. You choose to do that stuff. You can't, if you don't like what you see, turn your head and move on. That's right. Turn your head and move on. If you don't like to see no brother wearing certain anything is finna, turn your head and move on, go about your business. You see to me, that's some insecurity issue right there. The truth of the matter is, so my point, because you're not attracted to it, you ain't attracted to it. See to me, these brothers be saying that they are not attracted to it. Shoot, somebody being feeling okay, turn it, move on, walk the other way. It takes a real man to do that. You try to tell another man to stop doing. You can't tell another man what he want to do. Shoot. And masculinity and feminine do not define sexuality. It's what you believe it, what you attracted to. That's called like it is. So have these dudes behind closed doors. When they get locked up with a bunch of thugs who hard, they turn on each other by choice. Ain't always by rape. They can't get no women, so they can turn on each other by choice. Cause it wasn't gay, there wouldn't be no prison rape at all. It wouldn't be no sexual rape. You know what I'm saying? So they was not in the area where they can get away with it. In the public eye, in a society, they can't do that. They get ostracized. But in the area where they can get away with it, they're gonna open up to it. That's called like it is. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, the women going to the prison, that's what caused genocide. Ain't no Latinos killing brother. Ain't no police. It ain't no AIDS and heart disease and all that. It's the womb. It's in the womb. They talking about like people talking about Latinos taking over and they want the border patrol and they want the wall. And I laugh at those comments. I said, no, it's not. Don't be bashing Latinos over there. Latinos have a higher birth rate because in the Latin culture, especially on the Catholic, not every Latino is Catholic, but you have Protestant and Catholic Latinos, those who ate it, they don't believe in killing the babies. Yeah, those who do, don't get wrong, because they try to get, Planned Parenthood was trying to get me at the war source, trying to get me because I speak Spanish back in 2010. The one white woman was trying to get me to get hired when I was unemployed to speak Spanish in Planned Parenthood when they built it in the Third War and Second War area on 45. And I said, no, that's against my religion. And I found out, yeah, they target in the minority communities. They put Planned Parenthood clinics in those areas in English and Spanish to get sisters and Latina sisters to kill their babies. That's true. That's true. In the white community, they put fertility clinics, so they can promote the idea of the right to life. They are racist. They not promote right to life of color as well. It's about white babies being promoted. I'm for right to life, but why not go to the minority community and include minorities in there? They know, and one thing I know about the Republican Democrat Party, you got Democrats of life being silent. I'm a part of pro-life Democrats, but we silent. We get attacked. Yeah, it is by martial law. Let me get to the point. We get attacked by but people who are liberals, and I know if they're liberal and white, and they attack me about me bringing up Margaret Sanger being racist, they are behind closed doors, closet racist people, because they would sit here and show some humility in there. They'll look into it instead of going against me. The truth of the matter is, they part of the genocide too. And you can be a liberal, but you gotta be a pro-life liberal. And I many times told people, we need every election, we need to elect a pro-life liberal. Stop promoting the pro-death liberals. Because now it's a racist agenda. It's not about a woman's right to choose. And that caused genocide of the white community. They mad about the border. The reason why they want to put a wall in Mexico, because it's not about no Latino immigrant jumping the border. It's about Latino population getting big. That's what they scared of. And it debunks them because they don't want to make mixed race Spanish-speaking people as white to make them citizens when they know they wasn't white. And then socially not treat them as white, and it debunk now the people who y'all want to classify white, who escaped the one drop rule, who is mixed, are populating, and the real white people are losing its population. That's what they're scared of. So the reason I'm bringing this up, and it got all to do with X, is about genocide, and that brother who's being paid by a white genocide dude who's anti-black is the one. Thank you. Yeah, I wonder what X say about that too. Yeah, that's why they won't promote death culture in the hip hop industry to kill each other. Yes, that's why they trying to promote narcocorridos in Latino music. It's about trying to give people a color genocide because they feel us in eugenics that we not human and we feeble-minded by nature. That's why. So I do believe that Dedrick was paid by a white supremacist who is bringing drugs in that Florida community, who had connections with the law enforcement, connections with the political office, and they sit here when they got and pants a bunch about that video that XXXtentacion said about the white child being lynched. I'm sorry, I know I'm speaking out of terms, and I may be, but I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm putting all this tea out so y'all can do your investigation. That's my opinion. Prove me wrong. I bet that brother, if you interview Dedrick, he probably go ahead and admit who the person was, whatever, because you think these Latino dudes and these brothers who's in the drug and get the drugs themselves? No, it's people. It's eugenics, new eugenics in the music industry. There you go. That's what they promote, new eugenics, and that's what the gangster rap is. They put us in prisons to be slaves or get us killed. One or two. Prison or death. Because they want us here. They want the white folks to survive here. That's what they want in America. That's what they mean, make America great again. The truth of the matter is, ain't no brother, ain't no Mexican, ain't no Puerto Rican, no Jamaican got that money to bring the drugs. It's white folks who got money, and I'm not saying all white people. I said the ones who got money, who have access to jets and transportation to bring the drugs over there. The reason why Latin America, Mexico, Panama, and all the other countries are corrupt right now because America's got involved in a drug war back in the day to bring them drugs over here so they can kill us. Thank you. Remember, the war on drugs, Richard Nixon said it himself about white liberals and African-American people, and we can also include other minority Hispanics as well, because it later on became an issue in their community. You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, that's what it's about. It is not, thank you, it's about killing another people. And remember, you notice, wait a second, I'm glad I brought that up. Jimi Hendrix, you think he was drugged along? Oh, they say a white man that was friend with Jimi Hendrix got him killed with the drugs. That too. Then it says a white man admit that he got Bob Marley killed. So what that tells you? That's right. And they introduce drugs to our people. They even say Whitney Houston, and I do believe that. Whitney Houston was killed. Whitney Houston was on drugs. She was killed. She was killed. Her and her daughter. They had someone in the community, Nick Gordon. Then they said that some lighter skinned man, I forgot his name, was friends with Michael Jackson, who had access to drugs. He 19 Coonan. Then you had the Latino dude who's a comedian, who's a crack cocaine dealer at one period of time, who do Santeria. Joey Diaz was, before Whitney Houston died, said, "Sing, bitch." Yeah, these people of color was involved with some white people in the industry who tried to get there. Michael Jackson was killed. I don't care what anybody say. Dr. Conrad Murray is a corrupt man. He a coon. He knew how the hell you don't give drugs to surgery drugs, narcotic, to put someone to sleep. That sleeping medication is different from that. That certain the proponent, what it's called, is too strong and for someone to take every day. You get Michael Jackson that, and I heard people tell me, well, if you give me the money, no, I would not. Not all money is good money. I'm not. If I was a doctor, you ain't gonna give me that money. You gonna mess up mine, put myself in jail, and he out of jail. That man put me in jail. He's stupid. He knew exactly. It's funny. The same man talked bad about. The one thing I have to agree with LaToya Jackson on this. Well, Dr. Conrad Murray came out of jail talking about his kids wasn't his, talking about Michael Jackson. We know Michael Jackson's kids are his genetically. Michael Jackson was a pure black man. If he did, they had people black as his hand back in slavery, having children came out white after being raped or seduced back in slavery. That's where the word passing white come from. Come on now. Michael Jackson had white ancestors and American ancestors too. Look at Joe Jackson with them green eyes and how yellow it is. Look at Catherine Jackson. She ain't no dark skin, so she ain't no people of color. She had a high cheekbone. She got American and white in her family tree. Come on now. Then my parents got them eyes besides her white mama. Parents got her eyes from her dad, her grandfather, Joe Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Then Dr. Vulcan was talking about he carried Michael Jackson through his penis. What man gonna tell? I mean, that's, yeah, I understand you in Dr. You know what I'm saying? You have to do that. But what man, straight man, gonna go and tell the whole world, and that breaks the confidentiality of the patient? Why are you going around telling the doctor, everybody, that you carry Michael Jackson through his penis to go pee? That's nasty. When I saw that, I said, that man set that man up. LaToya Jackson ain't lying. He did. Then when that white woman from Australia asked him, the blonde white woman, shout out to my white sister, said, if you, why you give that man proponium knowing that it's a strong drug? And Dr. Look at it called Dr. Cavo, because remind me of Dr. Death anyway. Dr. Conrad Moore got all silent, shut up. Show did. He knew he set that man up. He guilty. There's no way in hell that our doctor lose my doctor practice and go to jail, lose my doctor both in Texas, because he was in Acres Home being a doctor down there. He up there up northwest Houston. Acres Home, lose my doctor practice both in California and Texas to go send some drugs, and that's stronger. They ain't supposed to be no sleep. It's supposed to be surgery. You ain't doing no surgery on Michael Jackson. You trying to put him in sleep. That was to get him killed. That was to get him killed. And Paris said that she said her daddy told her that, and she ain't lying. She not lying. Our high yellow bone sister, Paris ain't lying. So y'all gonna look at this. They set Whitney Houston up to get killed, and they got XXL killed, and they got Michael Jackson killed, and Prince. They making fun of Prince and TMZ. The cop put the elevator right after he died. Prince's body. Why are you filming that? They get Prince's body was covered up. Why are you doing it as a cop? You set that man. He died on the elevator. Remember, don't let the elevator. That means the devil in the movie. Let's go crazy. Yes. They set up Prince. Prince wasn't taking no doggone drugs to get high. I don't care what anybody say. Prince was a strict Jehovah's Witness. You got Jehovah's Witness doing it, but it's a strict Jehovah's Witness. A strict Jehovah's Witness ain't gonna take no doggone drugs to get high. He not doing that sex stuff no more. When he was with Vandy in Apollonia, and he did Get Off on a New Power Generation, and seeing Cream and Get Off and Diamonds and Pearls. This not the same Prince when he was in Warner Brothers. He changed his life around. Prince became a family man, got married to 2 different women. Prince stopped doing that thought stuff. That's when he was in his 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 80s and 90s, when he was in the 70s. When that fang gauge got to his head. That's why she left him. You know, she blasting Creole. She left him because of that stuff. And when he saw the light, after he started making him a slave, Warner Brothers, that's why he changed his name. After he did that, he started changing his life around. Remember Vandy, when she became a born-again Protestant Christian, Denise Maxwell, she changed life. She was praying for him. Even though he went to Jehovah's Witness and stuff, and I don't believe in Jehovah's Witness, he was trying to do something right. He wasn't on no dang on drugs to get high, whether it was Christian or it's street drugs. That's a lie. They set that man up to get killed. I believe so. I don't care what anybody say. They set him up to get killed. I don't care what anybody say. It's the truth. I believe that. And they did this for XXL too. They don't want to see us make. Why are all the greatest people they making a marker of Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston? Shoots. They did. They set him up to get killed. All the great people who try, and it's funny, it's weird, not funny, but weird. This man, he ain't died no HIV. He ain't died no HIV. He didn't got no HIV, because we already know he didn't. He ain't died. Prince and died on HIV. They probably did like with the Eazy-E. They killed Eazy-E too. They killed E. We already know who did. I ain't gonna go in detail there. That's too much to talk about right there. We know. They told themselves, I ain't gonna leave that alone. But truth of the matter is why the great ones in our community getting killed like that. It's always some drugs. Don't get me wrong, we got folks on drugs, but no. Then later on, Jimmy here, we thought Jimmy here, no, a white man and one of his friends got him killed. Then Bob Marley, same thing. That's right. And they use drugs because drugs control. That's why I'm against drugs being legalized. Because you cannot focus. Even here in Texas, forgot Santa Ana lost the war against Mexico. Lust with that yellow-bound woman, yellow Texas, and drugs. Santa Ana knew drugs control your brain. That way y'all be smoking that miles and weed and stuff. You can't function straight. Illegal drugs, not drugs like herbs and vitamins to help you think. I'm on drugs right now. I drink caffeine and take ginkgo biloba. At least it helped me learn not to get high and lose my concentration. You can't get high on no weed. My drugs are Whole Food Store, GNC. Yes, it does care about the CIA. They connected. Remember, you got prior prison complex meeting. Prior prison complex wants to see our people locked up as slaves or either killed. That's why I promote neo-eugenics, aka gangster rap, theft culture, duck. So my young people, XXXtentacion, Kodak Black, y'all better look at this. Stop cooning. Stop calling yourself niggas. Stop that mess. They want to see XXXtentacion, Latinos. He Puerto Rican will drop a black on him and Spanish on both his Puerto Rican and Mexican side. They want Kodak Black. He dark skin. He got some French in him from Haiti. But, you know, he dark. They want to exploit him. That's why that white man from Atlanta Records trying to get him out of jail. You ain't never seen no vice president of record go all the way to the Florida case trying to get him jail. Get out of prison. Come on now, that's weird. They ain't do Lil' Kim that way. They ain't do Lil' Kim at Atlanta Records. She had to fight to get out of jail. She had to fight to get out of jail. I ain't seen no president of Atlanta Records go to Lil' Kim's trial where she was camera skin or bleached up. Don't matter, because she wasn't dark chocolate like Western. She was by my color, and then she light. But whatever. Blonde wig and all. They didn't do that to Lil' Kim. Yeah, and they have assassins, because remember, if you speak in politics, like it's had to be John Lennon. He white man. He was speaking. He married to an Asian woman. He was liberal. And he was speaking. I believe they got him killed too. John Lennon. He was a good white man. He married to an Asian woman. They ain't like that either. That's why they make fun of Yoko Ono. Make all the anti-Asian. I heard all the anti-Asian stuff about Yoko Ono. And he talk about peace. John Lennon. Shoots. I'm starting thinking about, not to bring up, I'm gonna make fun of the Nia family. I'm starting looking at too. Because remember, Selena was a good image for the Hispanic community. Selena Quintanilla. And I want to ask that question, Yolanda Salazar. Were you paid to kill her? Because you're trying to get that money. Money killed. That's what got Selena killed. Because remember, she owed money. She owed money to that. Talking about Yolanda Salazar. I asked that question. Was she paid? Was she paid? You know what I'm saying? I believe she was. I'm starting to speculate that too. Because why would you kill somebody in your community that's trying to do something positive? Selena Quintanilla. And she kept it silent. Now she said she tried to rob her, make it like a robbery. Because she owed money to that white doctor. Talking about, what's her name? By CIA. Dang. I was smart. Thank you, Master Poopie, whatever it's called. Yeah. That's right. John Lennon had CIA. They sure was. And CIA was bringing the drugs. And thank you. Bush was in charge of that. Bush. And Reagan. Y'all gotta look at this. So y'all see my point. I'm not saying this is legit. I'm just throwing my hypothesis out there since y'all want to do an investigation. But y'all do the investigation on since you're smart. Maybe y'all should start doing the drug culture thing. The bills of making start more about it. That you sure right. Because he was a leftist. And he had regular power. You sure right. John Lennon was not a white supremacist. John Lennon was not a white supremacist. He was a leftist. He cared about people. He loved people of color. He married to a woman of color. Yoko Ono. Come on now. An Asian woman. A beautiful Asian woman. That's why he did that naked picture with her. He loved that. He did that naked picture with her. You know what I'm saying? They how much love. That was an interracial love story right there. Yeah, they want to set up because they set up the events. They had to set up the events. They got to set up these events because they got the political power. That's what I'm trying to tell my Italian brother from Italy who don't know about this type of stuff. And I'm starting to think about that too. But I'm not saying Selena Quintanilla's killer was set up, but why would a Latina who loved, yeah, that's jealousy, yes, it's rage in every community, but it is weird that this one was coming to cross over to the English market, and this woman here, they're talking about Young Salazar, why would she want to kill? And yes, she owed money to that white doctor in San Antonio. But why was, and she was already making money, so that why she use her own money, since Selena was a millionaire, why would she steal the money? Why not pay her? Because she remember she did the reason why Yolanda Salazar did not go to jail for stealing the money for her doctor in San Antonio when she was a nurse, because she had a settlement. When you do a settlement for stealing money, you have to pay it up or go to jail. So when she kissed Selena's behind, not literally, you know what I'm saying, try to be her friend, befriend her, stole the money. When they stole the money, the Quintanilla about to put her in jail. So all the got go to jail, she had to kill Selena. But if she was in jail anyway, like a dumb fool, she was in jail anyway. But I'm starting this. Why would you kill the big Tejano star, the Hispanic one, Latino one who doing good? Selena was not no cholo woman. She was no cholo thug woman. She was a good woman. Why would you kill somebody in the community who has a good image in your community? Because during that time, just like people bring out Black Lives Matter, talk bad about thugs in our community, and when I see Hispanic folks who are racist, not all Hispanic, excuse me, wind that back 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Wind that back 20 years ago. It was you being considered a thug. When they had, besides his African Americans, they put both people in population. And you had, everywhere you go, they'll always talk about Latino gangs. Remember that? The Cholos gang. That's why American Meats was sold. That's why Blood and Blood was making money, the movie. That's why Mi Vida Loca made money, because it was Florida and Latinos. Selena was not involved in that mess. Selena was a good woman. And Yolanda Salazar had bipolar, whatever, had a personality disorder. But let me explain this. Why would a Hispanic woman, who's proud of who she is, kill another one who's making a good image in your community? That don't make any sense. Yes, jealousy. Yes, she owed money to a white doctor in San Antonio, Texas. Okay? But why steal from her? You making money as an artist. Okay, you're making money working for an artist. Why would you steal buku money to pay up? You know what I'm saying? That settlement. You can save money, multiply that money on your own self. And she had two roles. She was a fan club president, and she was a manager at the boutiques in San Antonio. Why would you sit here and steal the money when you already getting paid buku money from a major artist? That don't make any sense. So I'm starting to think that too. I'm starting to speculate. I'm sorry. She had been no, and this woman was ready to break that barrier, and she did that. Yeah, I'm sorry. It seemed to me people of color who do good, they try to tarnish their image. Okay, even Tupac was trying to change life. Soon as he tried to leave Death Row Records, he ended up getting killed. Biggie was no gangster, right? He did drug dealing, but Biggie was trying to change him. Remember he said, "Without wish or death on Tupac," he didn't get Tupac killed. They killed him. And it was Coons who did it, but they were said about somebody on top who don't look like the Coons. Look at that. Yeah. Whitney Houston, same thing. They got, besides her brother getting on drugs, they knew she had a drug problem. Why nobody didn't get her get Whitney Houston help before she married Bobby Brown? They knew she was out there getting high. They knew Whitney Houston was getting high. They knew that. Why, no offense to Clyde Davis, why nobody didn't try to give her help so she would not go there when she got married to Bobby Brown? Why did I give him help either? You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Guess let's call it like it is. And Whitney Houston, look at this. Whitney Houston, I love me some Whitney Houston. God rest her soul. When Whitney Houston was in her prime, and it's, you know, she's was a camel skin, black, possibly part Italian. But I don't believe in Illuminati. Okay, I'm not. Please leave that Illuminati out, because Illuminati died out in 870. Y'all bring Illuminati because of Dan Brown's anti-Catholic book, Angels and Demons. When Tom Hanks bought in that movie, please, and the dude from the who played in Andy Griffin, Ron Nelson, who was in Happy Days, made that out. Please. Don't bring up Illuminati. Leave Illuminati and stuff alone, please. No one bring Illuminati up to that movie. In that movie, that book came out, Angels, Demons, and Da Vinci Code. Please, I don't want to hear about Dan Brown, because Dan Brown is a con artist. I don't like Dan Brown's books, and I hate Dan Brown's stuff. That's why when I hear about Illuminati, I start to grow up. Okay, let me get to this point. Okay, no one ain't looking at this. Whitney Houston, when she was her prime, and she was on drugs with her brother Michael Houston, who about my color and Whitney Houston, because not the dark skin, but who married to Pat Houston, not Gary Houston. Okay, her half brother. Because remember, they adopted him. Cece Houston had a previous marriage or relationship had Gary Houston, and they got the name Houston because of the adoption of his stepfather, which is Whitney Houston and Michael Houston. They the high yellow brother John Houston. Okay, that he's probably possibly Italian. I heard he got Italian family trait. Okay, anyway, but Sissy is black, Native American, Dutch, and Scottish. And okay, and anyway, this camel skin, black identified woman who's not dark skinned. Okay, that's why they kept bringing up her name with Beyonce's daddy about color is because this is not dark skin. Okay, so anyway, by her being not too like Mariah Carey color, but not dark chocolate like either. They just dated Michael Jackson. Okay, they dated Michael Jackson. Okay, being caramel skin, you can market both communities because you got a blend of both. You know what I mean? And being the image had this beautiful image of her. And she got the black Barbie doll, even though she's mixed, but have black identified one job rule Barbie doll. During this time, in the 80s, what got me flunked the first grade, okay, because I supposed to graduate high school in 97, I flunked the first grade because of Whitney Houston, okay? Graduated in 98 instead. What got Whitney Houston, she was singing with Nancy Reagan when they did We Are the World version of the anti-drug campaign. Yeah, but let me get to the subject. Hold on. I'll go to the other side later on. Let me get to the okay? The anti-drug campaign. She was singing in that We Are the World version of that. Okay? Whitney Houston with Nancy Reagan. So when Nancy Reagan, hold up. When Nancy Reagan, who talking about just her husband bringing the drugs there, which is a hypocritical thing. A lot of folks not looking at this. Though when I saw that on VH1, they did a documentary of this. And they said they did drugs. The people, while the white dudes said they did drugs right after they did their video of that We Are the World thing. So I'm like, well, Houston might be doing it too. Thank you. Yes, I'm a good commentary. Whitney Houston probably was doing that drug too while her brother gave her drugs. Remember, she was sexually abused. And a lot of folks understand, due to the abuse, the physical abuse of the baby boomer generation, that's what contributed to the drugs. The whippings, beatings, sexual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, to hide their pain. That's what made drugs popular. That's a lot of folks don't understand that. It's again the mechanical drugs. They went to the street to get the drugs to hide their pain. Crack was so good, not good in a good way, but was so effective because you had people who've been abused on a social level, talking about Jim Crow, and social level, and also at home with the people who had different kids do what happened in slavery. Okay, so I'm not saying everybody, but that's what happened. Then peer pressure trying with collectivism, which I'm not collective, I'm an individual person. Peer pressure trying to fit in, that too. Because people was not teaching folks to be their own person until things got hectic, okay? Although my great-grandmother on my dad's side told my grandmother that to never follow a crowd, okay? Which is why I had that mentality. Anyway, but point is, so Whitney Houston, a lot of folks not looking at this. Whitney Houston was working with the Reagans when they did an anti-drug campaign. And she must be was getting high due to her brother giving her drugs before she met Bob Brown, which it made it worse because Bob Brown was already doing drugs together. That's what made right up why Bob and Christine were doing drugs. She lied to Diane Sawyer and make her image look bad by doing drugs fine. Because why? And I did say that. I said, watch the daughter be doing drugs too, and I was correct. They did it when they did that reality show, okay, being Bob Brown. They was acting out ratchet. You know, the dog was trying to be an individual. She was trying to get with when Whitney Houston and Bob was spitting at each other. And you see how Bob's reaction was not that pretty, okay? But due to that bad experience, bad example, it led to Christina do the same thing too. Anyway, folks ain't looking at this. This is nothing new. Remember the white man from LAPD he left LAPD and told the reason why. Yeah, let me get to the point. Yeah, the drug helped the minority communities in suburbs too, and that became the crack evidence became a problem when it came to the white suburbs. That's called and killing. When it was in the African American Hispanic community, they didn't care about that. As long as we're getting killed in genocide and eugenics, that's the only thing they care about. Okay, but let me get to the subject. So when Whitney Houston, the folks, and looking at Nancy Reagan, before that, when that white man came out and got killed, called like it is for telling the C-SPAN back in 19 about the drug, the black violence, they said the CIA was involved. He did got killed. Guess what? Before that, Too Listen, Too Short, cuss words. Then Too Short revealed that back in '87 that what you doing selling cocaine in the White House. That's why folks would listen to gangster rap, not because of the stereotypes, because it was speaking some truth into the song. That's why I listened to it later on, not because the Jim Crow minstrel show behavior, because they were telling things that you didn't hear in regular music, that it was told, that people trying to hush about. So he said that he said, what are you doing selling cocaine in the White House? And when Too Short said that Nancy licked his dick up and down like it was corn on a car, he already revealed that before that white man came on Span. Now, bingo. So you don't think that Reagan had something to do with Whitney Houston's drug problem too? Come on now. Because as she became famous, next thing she started going downhill. They set up the black folks, people in the community, to go against her as social war, some coons, making fun of Whitney Houston, talking about she didn't sell out because she was not doing that coony shit. She was doing a good image. That's what got her want to go. Everybody say, yeah, because she, you know, saying, that's why she chose not to be no skin tone. She chose a dark-skinned brother who was also popping, but showing a thug image in a cleaner way, not extreme. Okay, talking about Bob Brown. Because I like Bob Brown's My Prerogative. I love that song, okay? Because I do things I want to do myself, okay? Y'all know how y'all watch me on YouTube. But that's my favorite. Man, when Britney Spears stole the song, because I was going to make a remake of that song. Anyway, point is, so, yeah, I welcome remake that song, okay? But she chose that to try to show how black, in a statistical sense, okay, she was. You know what I'm saying? Because she was a pop and R&B and had that clean image, and her being a lighter skin, not too light, but a lighter skin, camel skin woman. She had to go someone darker, but also fit the stereotypes. Yes, she dated Eddie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy don't have that thug appeal. You know what I mean? Okay, who's darker than her? You know what I'm saying? She dated Jermaine Jackson. He more medium complected, like him, close to her complexion a little bit, and he's a Jackson. That's not gonna get, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she had to go downhill to try to prove to the world, to get her audience back, and she went stereotypical with it. You know what I'm saying? Because even Bob Brown said that Jan Jackson, he dated Jan Jackson, and he claims that Joe Jackson didn't want her, Jan Jackson, to date a Coco black person. And Ike and Tina, yep, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He claimed that Joe Jackson didn't want Jan Jackson to date a black person. That's what he claimed. And when they was having sex, he kicked Jan Jackson out the butt naked. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's true because I love Jan Jackson. I ain't trying to stereotype Jan Jackson or defame her character. It seemed to be true because when she did Poetic Justice, everybody was shocked. Her and Tupac was in that movie together. I was shocked. Janet Jackson? You know what I'm saying? It's not no R&B singer that's popping, but not. It's not no Stephanie Mills. It's not someone Karen White. This is a pop diva, R&B pop diva who is sang rank with Madonna and Paula Abdul. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was shocked that Madonna and Tupac was dating. And I'm hearing that Tupac and Whitney Houston dated. I'm hearing rumors about that too. I think that's a lot of Bob Brown like Tupac because of that. So when she did that, and you know, by Jan Jackson being a lighter skin, not too light, but lighter skin woman, Cameron like brown me, you know what I'm saying, like brown woman, and being Michael Jackson's sister. You know what I'm saying? He criticized Michael Jackson and BET, you know, Quincy Jones and Paula Abdul. Remember Tupac did that, talking about they would sellouts and stuff. Okay. When she did the movie, and then he was mad at Jan Jackson for asking him to do a DNA test. I mean, you know, STD, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It was all about my prerogative. Yeah, that's true. But I like the song because it was like, I do what I want to do. That's the type of person. I hated being, you know, controlled by my family in school and stuff. So that's why it's like a rebellion song to me. I love that song. I can relate to I do what I want to. I know I'm the type of person. So, yeah, but I'm saying, I believe that Whitney Houston was trying to get that other part of the community that was criticizing her in African community who in the ghetto, the hoods, saying she wasn't no real sister. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that so they can buy her records. But she lost a lot of fans from the pop, you know what I'm saying, pop part when she not only married Bob Brown, but when they start getting in legal trouble and all that other stuff, and they start making fun of her. And I believe that, you know what I'm saying? So when I look at that because she wasn't, when she came in singing How Well I Know, she wasn't on, I don't think she was on drugs. No, she had a good head on her shoulders. But when her brother, and remember her brother said back in the day, they heard about cocaine being bad, but it wasn't extreme. And you know, she was the youngest child, so she around her brother. She was a tomboy sometimes, and she hung around her brothers. So her brother gave her the drugs. It wasn't Bob Brown. It was her camel skin, her light skin brother, not the dark skin one. You know what I'm saying? Then it was abused by Dion's warden's sister. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I'm saying, that makes a lot of sense. And a lot of folks don't understand. Due to the abuse, the family, child rearing, children should be seen, not be heard mentality back in the day, in them baby boomers in 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? That parental abuse and mistreating and narcissistic parenting, that caused a lot of mental issues in the baby boom generation, and they use drugs. Those who got on drugs is to hide their pain. Look at the Borges. The Borges, Bonnie, all them, Bonnie's and the other Borge, and what's the other one name? Chico and Bobby the Borge. They are James. They got on drugs, and Bobby was out there. They said Bobby was bisexual too. Besides Jane, he was out there having sex too with me and stuff. Bobby the Borge was getting drugs. They was trying to remember they white daddy who was married to their dark skinned mama was not only abusing them, was also raping, you know, Bonnie and them. And this is a baby boom. That's why Elder Bar was on crack. They trying to hide that pain. That's why Jan Jackson left James DeBarge, not because he was bisexual. They don't know. I don't think that he was bisexual when he was growing up, but to get drugs in the body, no, in the crack cocaine, people have sex with anybody to get crack, to get that fix. They do anything to turn a trick. That's true. I heard a story about folks having sex with dogs, selling their kids for a crack rock. Right after that Dr. Drew interview, they called James DeBarge prostituting for men. He was Selena's dad was a Joe Jackson, and you gotta look at it. Both of them are Jehovah's Witnesses. The Quintanias and the Jacksons are Jehovah's Witnesses. And you know, Jehovah's Witnesses are very strict in their teaching, in their discipline. That's why they got all Michael got all them butt whoopings. You know what I'm saying? For real, they're very strict. And no offense to Jehovah, but they are. I know Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're very strict. And Selena there, because I started hearing rumors that, no offense, I'm not trying to make fun of the Selena Quintanilla family. This is what I'm hearing. That, because remember, Chris Perez, Selena's husband, was not a Jehovah's Witness. And that's why they didn't get along, because they said Selena was afraid to come out the house as a grown woman. Her dad was that controlling. When you see that in the movie, remember Selena's dad told Gregory and I, but he didn't want that in the movie about him kicking Chris out the bus. You know what I'm saying? And her going off and marrying Chris. You know what I'm saying? You look at them interviews, and that's why even to this day, it's like Abraham does not like Chris Perez. That's why he's going after him when that movie was going to come out, and he sued Chris. He didn't sue that Puerto Rican woman, Maria Elena, whatever her name, who was exploiting in the family with United Salazar's story. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he ain't pulled out. They still trying to make that a movie, a series. For real. And I was like, wait a minute, this Puerto Rican woman, Maria Elena, whatever her name is, I got her name, she trying to exploit your family. You ain't going to sue her and stop her, but you going to go after your son-in-law? That don't make any sense. But he want his personal stuff that he did and caused, because it seemed to me, no offense to Abraham, he was a domineering, strict, kind of abusive father. No offense, I do see that in him. He didn't want that image to be shown. So he was trying to show that image of the family coming together and show that. No, but he didn't want to show that part. And he told Greg and I don't want that in the movie where Selena and I got into it. But I'm glad it did come out. Let me explain why. Because in all families, including myself, we do rebel against our parents. And that's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear a story. They were narcissistic. I'm sorry, that's narcissistic. Remember, Papa Abraham and Catherine, Mama Catherine and Mama Marcella come from that old generation. You know what I'm saying? That, strict, demon. That's why they look at us young kids. I'm not a kid anymore, but they look at my generation, young, but XXXtentacion generation. They say if they ain't take that out, you would have kids out there. Back they used to whoop our kids. You know what I'm saying? That's that old school generation. You know what I'm saying? But they understand there's a difference between parenting and discipline. You can't put two together. Them parents back in the day, because I grew up with grandparents, I know, because I heard all talk. Man, they wouldn't be doing them back in the days. You hear your parents do it. Back in the day, you wouldn't be doing that mess. You know what I'm saying? They'll strip, take the belt and whip you. That's that generation. The one thing, see, Abraham was trying to hide that in the movie. Can't hide that, dude. I'm sorry. Let's be real. You can't hide it. But Chris was going to expose that. And he was controlling towards, Selena. That's why Selena, like I said, if I was Selena, go ahead and Selena's Dinos. But remember, she's an employer. No, for real. She's a star. She can always fire. The Jacksons fired Joe. Joe Jackson was fired by Michael, Jenny, and LaToya. You know what I'm saying? In Hollywood, when the kid is a star and he becomes adult or she becomes adult, they're the employer. That's why in some cases, I was reading a book about how to be a child star when I was trying to become a child star back in the 90s. The director saw you being disrespectful towards your parents. They would not hire you. You trying to brag, I'm making all the money. You couldn't know. Some directors would not hire you for that. Because they see they don't want to market a disrespectful kid. But you had those who in Hollywood would tell their parents off. That's why you had the Mommy Dearest. The Mommy Dearest was the one still directing you, Father Dearest, but you was their income. I mean, look what Lil Tay. Lil Tay mama pimp her out. The Asian little girl that want to be doing acting all that ratchet, they don't want to yell. And then we knew Lil Tay, 9 years old, driving a car. What 9-year-old gonna drive a car and brag about making money? Something told me right there Lil Tay was not all that legit. And I'm glad it got exposed. Her mama worked for a real estate agent who got money. And when they saw this little 9-year-old Asian girl of color acting ghetto and ratchet, now if it was a white girl, probably wouldn't be too extreme with it. Lil Tay trying to dye her hair blonde, baby, you still Asian. Nothing wrong dyeing your hair blonde, you still want a little girl of color. You trying to front and act ratchet and ghetto. And guess what? All that money was not real. You know what I'm saying? All that houses, she in car and acting ghetto, it got exposed, so she crying. And they was being, in the Asian woman, the mama was being the female version of Papa Joe, and no offense to Abraham, it was being trying to push that child so she can get out of her job. Let's call it like it is. She was trying to use her Asian little daughter to act ghetto and exploit her so she can get out of her real estate job. And there's no different what Papa Joe did to get them out the ghetto. No different. Thank you. So anyway, let me go. But I gotta go, y'all. Thank y'all for attending my live stream. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it prayer. I ain't perfect. I know a cursing here. Let's ask for protection. That's right. Abraham couldn't make it. They didn't care about putting white on the application and they Latino of color. And I'm glad I brought that out. Because when Abraham, their son, AB, got arrested for that child support, they didn't care about putting white on the application on him being a fugitive. They know he not no full-blown white. He got some indigenous and black DNA down there in Mexico and also here because Marcella is part Cherokee. They didn't care, you know what I'm saying? They looked at that man of color and said, we gonna get you. Matthew knows, as dark as he is, somehow escaped that. You know what I'm saying? I'm shocked at that too. Beyonce and them dead. And lucky that when Beyonce did that thing in the Super Bowl with Bruno Mars doing that a formation thing, that got everybody mad and Fox News mad. Okay, lucky they didn't give Matthew Knowles in trouble right there. Other than two baby mamas he made. But they didn't care about that. They looked at your skin tone. They looked at you as a person of color. You know what I'm saying? And they treated Abraham like he was not. You know what I'm saying? They even tried to pass as Italian. Dinos mean boys, not it's niños in Spanish. Okay, mean boys. Muchachos. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say los muchachos. They said los dinos trying to pass as Italian. Nobody saw them. They said these are Mexicans. We ain't setting them only whites only trying to pass. They didn't help their career either. That's true. That's true. We seen that movie. They let you know they knew they was of color. They wasn't on foot, but on Spaniards. They wasn't even Italian. They had that indigenous and some black. Then that's why I said they had them big lips and that curl pattern hair. She straightened. We seen Bitty Bamba with that curly pattern hair in her waist. No offense, not to explore her sexually. Okay, we know that's that black, that Afro-Mexican DNA in her. Come on now, we know that. Actually, I'll be honest, what draw me to her music. Them big lips. I knew she was a sister. Shoes. I go ahead and admit that. That's why I'm a big fan. I go ahead and admit that. It's no different when Vanessa Williams won being the first Coco black, even though he mixed black woman to win Miss America. It got white folks attention with them exotic features. Them blue eyes and that lighter skin and her hair texture. Let's be real. It got her attention. That's why she won. The first black Miss USA. Miss America. Come on now. If she came out looking like Kim, or back in 1984, she would not worn that doggone passion. If she came out looking like Lupita Nyong'o, back then, you know what I'm saying? Back then, she would not worn. Let's be real. So when I see Selena with them big lips, I say, oh, she has some like a sister. That's some Afro-Mexican lips. That's a Duby Queen lips. You know what I'm saying? That what got my attention to listen to her music. I go ahead and admit that. Even with Drake. That's why they promote Drake, because that is very true. And Drake can pass for Latino, what they look. That's why you had these Latinos up here in Houston listening to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Speaking my language, the song that Drake was singing, I seen a Hispanic dude sing that song, drive the car to Drake music, cause he can pass. Let's be real. He got that look. When he did that French Montana in the American public, and they acting like Dominicans. Thank you. Let's be real. It got our attention. So same thing with Selena when I was 13 years old, 14 years old, and listened to Hollywood back in 93. Them big lips, them sisters. And I started reading about African mixture in Mexico, and I put two together. I said, oh, she a sister. She got big lips like me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's exotic feature. Cardi B is doing that. That's why some sisters like Isaiah Banks hate on Cardi B. Cardi B exotic features is attracting a different demographic in her being part Hispanic and being of African descent. That's God don't get that. That's what got Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston ain't no dark chocolate sister. She camel skin. And she can market to both communities because she doing both the pop and R&B. That's what got, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody know that's an admixture color. They know that we got before Matt Bash, Michael Jackson bleached his skin to look like a white person. That's why that Michael Jackson, let's call it like it is. No offense to Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross mostly in R&B was in the pop, but he didn't get in big like Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson is naturally before the light of the skin, vitiligo and everything. Michael Jackson was this color. Thank you. That's why they didn't try to get the boys who lighter than the Jacksons to get they still didn't help. It still didn't help. It still didn't help. He had admixture skin tone. And they market the white community because they know, even with the one drop metal, they know it's a white DNA and Native American DNA in that Jackson family. I laugh when you talking about Michael Jackson kids not here. Y'all's dumb and stupid. Y'all ain't learning in school. Y'all know what you ain't learning in school. Your white daddy, your grandpa gonna tell all them slave stories. White grandpa gonna talk about all them lynches they used to do, their slavery and the race, and what black woman they was using as a bed wench and everything else. Cause in Jim Crow, you had some sisters lay down with some white men, even in the South. Ask Ike Turner. Ike Turner dad was killed by the Ku Klux Klan because the sister he was going with was dating a Klansman. Called like it is. Ain't no lie about that. That's right. One of them sisters that Ike Turner dad was going with, you know what I'm saying, was a Klan member, bad witch. Sure was. And they said that a sister, if she want to get you in trouble, I'm going to get the white, that was all I got to say back in Jim Crow days. I'm going to get the white man on you. And it was changed about, that's right. They use that as Win-Lynch syndrome. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we're doing. So I call it like it is. So anyway, but I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta take care of business. I can't talk all too much. Okay, I'm talking too much, but I'm wasting a lot of time here. I got things to take care of. What time is it? 1:00, 1:10. I got things to do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for live stream. Let's pray we find all the detail. Hopefully we'll find about that. Yeah, hold on. Before I go, Murray, that is true. Because on Whoopi Goldberg had her own talk show. This before What's Luck Got to Do with it. The movie came out back in 92, 93. Ike Turner was on there, and he said that his daddy was killed by the Ku Klux Klan because a black woman, you know, not that she was mixed, you know, the one drop rule, dark, light, I don't know what she looked like. She was sleeping with a Klansman. He was married, you know what I'm saying, to his wife, but he was cheating on his wife with a sister who was going with a Ku Klux Klan. And when the Klansmen found out, they killed Ike Turner's dad. And remember, they had the colored hospitals. And the colored hospital, that's why we was fighting for integration, didn't have the same resources as the white hospital. And right in that colored hospital, like a house, that's how poor it was. You can smell the intestines of the Ku Klux Klan, and they killed when they had brutally attacked his dad, and that's how he died. That's why, and I think that's why Ike Turner, when he was dating Tina, was very aggressive with a lot of sisters because of that. And then he go get high, and I'm not excusing Ike Turner. And Tina was not high, but Ike Turner would turn a flip on Tina and act a fool because he blamed sisters. That's why even when he left Tina Turner and went to jail and went to prison, he married a white woman, okay, who was trying to sound like Tina Turner, okay? And Tina Turner married a white man, and she mixed with Native American and black and Indian too, white too. You know what I'm saying? They try to say she had less DNA. That DNA test ain't always accurate. She has DNA 1%, still it didn't say 0. She has Native American in her, okay? She wasn't lying about her grandma being Blackfoot in Navajo and Cherokee. No, they distort those DNA tests. Let's be real, because they did it just for Alba. They said just Alba had no black in her, but when she was on PBS, when she was on George Lopez, you know, no big list in that white she played a Yabon girl, honey, a Yabon sister, honey. She had some Afro-Mexican in her DNA, but when she went to their PBS, they found out she did have black in her DNA. It's like she got one chromosome. Me and we have 2 chromosomes. So if my daughter do a DNA test, because they can't say DNA test ain't all that accurate. Look it up. The DNA test had to go for the woman. She has to get a male, a brother or a dad to share her DNA to get the paternal DNA test. Because we have 2 Y chromosomes. They have 1. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. So if Tina Turner's dad, she had brothers, it'd probably be different compared to her DNA test. One thing that what's the name gets on my nerves, Mr. Louis Gates don't always tell DNA, because remember they got exposed. PBS and Finance got exposed when Ben Affleck told them in an email that it was hacked, not to mention his slave master's ancestry. Remember that? Yes. They don't tell all details, because remember, LL Cool J went on social media and told everybody that he found he got Puerto Rican and Dominican on his mama side. Remember, he was adopted, okay? But when I watched the PBS Find Your Roots, they didn't mention that in the documentary. They didn't mention that he had Hispanic heritage. But he went on social media and told everybody he found his mama was Dominican and Puerto Rican. Yes, LL Cool J part Hispanic. He went on social media and mentioned that. They don't be telling the truth on that, but when Jessica Alba, when she did her secondary DNA test, her first DNA test was on no past night. They said she had no black in her. That's a lie. She done big lips and wide nose, like a sister, like a Nubia queen. And when it came on PBS, their DNA test exposed it the second time that she had black in her. So in turn, take another DNA test, it might expose more DNA than it was on the last result. That's how I do. So anyway, she wasn't lying about that, but she met a white man, okay? And she had Native American white in her too. I turned us too. We don't know his full DNA, his background, but we know the history of our people. We mostly mix with black, white, and American. Truth about it is, but that's why I turn her. Yes, that's why, because back in the day, there were some sisters. Even Michael X mentioned that in the movie with Spike Lee. Remember when he talking about women being used, being pimped, and being whores? Remember the white the prostitute, the sister, the prostitute. Hold on, don't talk to me right now. Hold on, not you. I'm talking about this person here on social media. No, not y'all. It's from another messenger. They're trying to contact me, private messenger. Please, I'm on social media. I'm doing something else right now. Point is, I had to scroll down on Facebook Messenger. Anyway, point is, the truth of the matter is, when a lot of folks not looking at this, when he get high, you know what I'm saying, he would get mad, and I bet it was about that sister that got his dad killed by the Ku Klux Klan. And this is nothing new. You had sisters who would go white being behind closed doors. Not everybody got raped. It was known, but it wasn't always the case. Okay, even shout out to Angel Ramirez Jones. Angel Ramirez Jordan. He talked about the mammy. The mammy was the one who was happy being enslaved, and the mammy would sometimes go tell those sisters to groom themselves to sleep with master, cause she was sleep as big and sometimes dark she was. They had light skinned women too being mammies, but she was getting sleep that night. Maybe she would be a church going and religious. That was out, but she was no saint. She go and sleep with master at night and make a baby with master. This two is two different angles in slavery. I'll tell you, it's not one full story. You had willing participants in mixes. Sally Hemings was, even though she was 14 years old and she was mulatto, being a half sister to Tom Jefferson's wife, who was white. So they both had same white daddy. She was willing participants to have sex with Tom Jefferson. And you know, he saw the slaves as being unhuman. He let his slaves go, who was his children. And they become part of white society because they said, you know what I'm saying, by being free, they passed as white. Because before the one drop rule, it was condition of the mother. Then it became the one drop rule because you had these folks who were free, and you had people from white indigenous service who remember white women married black men during slavery too, with the indigenous service. Barack Obama mama ain't pure white. She not pure white. She wasn't. She was a descendant of the first black slave who came out of slavery in 1619, who married a white indigenous servant. In the condition of the mother, they were free, and many of them folks passed as white in order to get away from being enslaved. That's saying the condition of them. That's why they had the slavery, raping the slaves, women, in order to make more children, so those children be slaves. That's why they didn't want a black man with a white woman, because that white woman, by her being free, will make the children free. That's why it had black DNA and put part of the white society, because some of the children who had white women as mothers will go past. If they could, not all mulattoes came, but the ones who could will go past, and they were considered free people of color if they couldn't pass based on their looks. A lot of folks are looking at this. It's also different angles. So it's not. This is nothing new. But I had to bring all the slavery and everything else and about the politics concerning this man's murder, because I do believe, in my opinion, that these brothers involved in this murder was set up Not set up. They did it, but they was paid by somebody who don't look like them. That's all I gotta say. Y'all have a nice day.